Satan.
All right, Shalom. First and foremost, all praises, glory, and honor to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash.
Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that taught us this truth. Peace, salvation, blessings, and mercy to the elect scattered all throughout the earth. All right, we're the real Hebrew Israelites, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. And the self-proclaimed white man, he's the Edomite. That's his true nationality, and he's the devil.
That's right.
Right, and the true name, the one and only true name of the Most High is Yahweh. Right, Yahweh means he is, he exists, he to be. Bahashem means in the name of Yahweh Shai. And that's the one and only true name of who this world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ.
That's right.
Yeshua or anything else. Yahweh Shai means he delivered or he's savior. And he's only going to be a savior to an elect remnant of the nation of Israel.
Woo.
All right, that's the whosoever that's going to call on the name of the Lord, and that's going to be saved.
That's right.
All right. So, you know, as you know, it's a lot going on right here, especially in America, and we're at the end. All right, and this devil, for those who don't know that the self-proclaimed white man is the devil, he's Satan's physical counterpart. He's getting ready to make it evident.
That's
all
right.
So we'll open up with Revelation 12 and 12.
But explain what devil means, because they think it's just some...
Yeah, the word devil means deceiver. All right, Diablo, it means deceiver. And this devil has deceived the whole earth into thinking that he's the Most High.
Yeah,
and he's about to furthermore deceive people into taking his mark, which is the RFID chip. And this is the time we're approaching.
And it means slanderer. This dude is the main one slandering all other nations. He's at the top. He's the greatest. He's the best thing since sliced bread. But he's not. That's literally what the devil would do. The devil was in physical form. He would make you think that he doesn't exist. Or if he does exist, that he's the good guy. But really, he's the bad guy.
Right. There is no red man with horns and a pitchfork. There's the spiritual entity, Satan, right? And that's the left-handed angel of the Most High. He works for the Most High.
That's right.
And he has his physical counterpart on this earth, which is the self-proclaimed white man. All right. He's the wicked. Go ahead.
This is Revelation chapter 12, verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time.
Okay, so things are moving real fast. All right, things are moving fast, and this devil, through his legislation and bills he's getting ready to pass, he's about to show you American citizens that you're nothing but slaves.
Woo.
All right, he's getting ready to attempt to declare all of you as his property. Woo. All right, he's about to come down with great draconian penalties. All right, when you go into the word Draco, it goes back to an Athenian lawgiver that was a Democrat, that the Athenian citizens voted into that position. And he created these laws and death and harsh penalties for
Minor.
Yeah, for minor crimes.
Or misdemeanors,
yeah.
as you would call them.
And that's exactly what this devil is getting ready to do. All right, now the elites of this society, really the Most High through the elites, selected Trump, you know, to sit in the presidency seat. And he's getting ready to show the whole world that he's nothing but the devil.
That's right.
It came out that over there in Israel, they've been experimenting with drone and facial recognition and biometric technology for a minute now. With the Palestinians, and they the plans is to now even further that agenda by literally building encampments around their neighborhoods, like gated, they call them gated communities, and implementing a biometric system of operating. So that's like the experimental ground for what they finna bring to the rest of the world, man. You know?
Hey, and a lot of these people, you know, voted Trump in. He won the popular vote, and they're under this false impression that he's going to heal America.
Yeah.
He's going to make America great again.
Yep.
No, America's getting ready to be destroyed by a whole bunch of plagues, and the cherry on top is going to be them nuclear missiles doing World War III. And there's nothing Trump can do or any other devil could do to postpone that.
Yeah.
Right? Because that's the prophecy of the Heavenly Father.
Hey,
Can someone get Jeremiah
50
51
a spirit.
And that's the spirit,
A spirit.
bro, because he is going to make America great again. Because you got to remember, when they started that Industrial Revolution, that changed the face of how things was done. From that point till now. Now we're in the brink of another Industrial Revolution, right, which is technology. But we already know what that's going to lead to. All roads lead to the MOTB. And all these other stupid-ass groups ain't talking about it, but that's where it's coming down to. Why do you think this dude Elon Musk is all up in the news, all the rave, and he is about to be a part of Trump's cabinet? But it's been all planned. The Lord, Yahweh Shemashai, set this up. He ain't put no bitch in there. He put that dude Trump in there because he's proud, he's the devil, he's the evil. So he's going to bring this place to its end. While lying to you people saying he's going to bring a golden age. Go ahead.
This is Jeremiah.
Oh, damn, bro.
Hey, Bubba Kusho, can y'all start at the top?
Yeah. I was going to say start at 7, but you said from the top.
Yeah, for the brother.
This is Jeremiah 51. This is Jeremiah 51, verse 1. Thus saith Yahweh Shemi Shai, behold, I will raise up against Babylon and against them that dwell in the midst of them that rise up against me a destroying wind.
And what is that destroying wind? That destroying wind is the ICBMs.
Yeah.
All right, those hypersonic nuclear missiles to be particular. All right, that's going to sweep away all wickedness from this place.
And I'm glad that the chapter starts like that.
Damn.
The Lord said, those that rise up against me. A lot of niggas went out to vote. You didn't inquire at the Lord's mouth, which is his men, the prophets, of what to do or what not to do. Our people, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, we don't give a shit about Esau. Let them be proud. Hey, rejoice and be glad, oh daughter of Eden. Go ahead, do your thing, all right? And then you other people, fucking Elon, crying and praying for Trump, go ahead, do your thing. But our people, the fuck is wrong with y'all, man? Especially the goddamn one. What the hell is wrong with you? We're not supposed to be involved in any of these things, political or whatsoever. The Lord is doing things. He's making moves on the earth. That's why on the table is what? A nuclear doctrine. Everybody's talking about nuclear war, World War III being closer than we ever been to it. That's why that chapter started like that. Everybody's against the Lord. There's a destroying wind for your ass. Go ahead, up. Verse 2. And will send unto Babylon fanners.
And there's invaders that's already in this land.
Yep.
All right, the fanners here is talking about foreign people in this land that set up as sleeper cells to cause chaos and destruction.
Yep.
But they already brought up that the last attempt on Trump's life was from Iran.
Iranians. Yep. And that's beautiful because you gotta remember, you people's minds are so fucking bugged out and gone, and you have forgotten what has happened in the last 4 years. Even when this dude got out, 2020, the pandemic kind of threw everybody off. But what happened at the beginning of that year? The death of the dude Solomon by Trump. Before he left office, he killed that guy.
Yeah.
And they vowed retaliation. But it goes to show you that Iran is just like that wild boar. Because the wild boar will be in the wood, it might see you like, all right, man, whatever. But then he'll see you again, and it still won't fuck with you. Kind of be doing his own thing. But then if you corner it or you threaten it, that's when it's going to mount up to come attack you. That's what Iran has been doing this whole time. They've been waiting, sitting. But now they have the backing of Russia, and now they have the BRICS online. They've almost about ready to strike.
They just tested the ICBM. They're just not calling it that way. But that's where internationally they know that Iran is preparing nuclear weapons, man.
And that's great, because at this time, you already know who's back in Iran, right?
You.
Russia. And what did Russia tell to, they didn't give a damn who was up in there. They're like, ain't no hand claps and no congratulations. We didn't give a damn who was going to be put in there. If you interrupt our thing going on in Ukraine, that's what they said. Medvedev, he said, if you interfere in the war in Ukraine, hey, your ass is going to get JFK real quick. They told anything, they would say,
the water.
Or Trump, you get in our business, you're done. Dead.
If I may add, also like Buzz said, they took out that General Solomon.
Soleimani.
Also, when Trump was in office, they took out the top nuclear scientists of Iran.
Oh, Khan.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
that
yeah.
way, that's
Khan.
nothing to add on that.
Yeah, and now that they have that with the brother Kasaya just said, now they have tested it. Now it is alive. They have tested it. Now there's nothing that you can do to stop what's coming. Trump can't stop it. Can't nobody stop it. But it looks like he's going to deceive you damn people into believing that he's going to deceive the people into thinking that he could stop this. But if they take his ass out before he even reaches the Oval Office, oh man, it's about to go down. So we just got to sit and wait to see what's going to happen, what the Lord's going to do.
It's like just to land back off that Ukraine point, there's a lot of rumors saying that Trump kind of want to like pull out and make like a little agreement with the Russians, but then you have the European countries. They was kind of feeling some type of way because they already have so much invested over there. So you can see how that's going into the beast hating the whore, man.
Yep.
Yeah, he's making promises that he's gonna end all the wars that they involved in.
Yeah.
But like the elders been bringing out, war is a racket though. It's a money grab, you know.
But see, that's why this man is the devil. He's deceiving these people. Go ahead.
Hey, I just like the Roman emperor of old. He's like, to keep them out of our business, games, 150 day of games. He's like, if you get people what they want, they ain't ever gonna look into the politics of what's going on. And that's exactly what happened during Nero's reign. They had the legions fucking spread too thin. Israel was getting kind of, crazy and shit around that time. Rome was damn near going through it. So right now, what's going on in America? Turmoil. There's wars everywhere. The armies stretched too thin. There's wars on every fucking front. He can't possibly stop everything. Then there's a war brewing right here in the States. Go ahead up. Jeremiah 51:2 from the top. I will send unto Babylon fatters that shall fat her, and shall empty her land, for in the day of trouble they shall be against her round about.
Yeah, it's going before those missiles. The first verse was going into those missiles, but before that, it's going to be a ground invasion. It's going to be all type of destruction, sedition, civil unrest, civil war. It's going to be all type of chaos. So much chaos. They tried to come out with movies like Civil War, but you can't even depict on in a cinema what's actually going to be going down. This is a time like never before that we coming into.
Hey, can a brother look up that word coup d'etat, like on the movie Leave the World Behind? That's what the dude mentioned, that his high up buddy was like, hey, like Kevin Bacon's character say, he said, we made a lot of enemies around the world. Who's to say that they linked up? They linked up. So, come on, man.
Hey,
Here we are.
The next 6 months in America are critical. You got the 90 days until Trump get in office, and then you got his first 90 days in office.
And who's to say we even make it there? Anything can happen from now until then. Jump down to verse 8. I want to touch on this point real quick.
All right, just real quick, the brother mentioned, like the brother always say, what type of American are you? It's the spirit that these Edomites, they come up to you at the job, like, they came up to me and was like, hey, so what about that Doug? That's like them kind of like, what you repping type shit.
Right.
So that's where we at, man.
And it's funny you said it because there was this one Edomite on TikTok on this Jake woman's face. Big Trump supporter, I don't know if bro has seen. He's like, yeah, what you gonna do now? What? We in office now.
I got seen. I was hoping.
So it's showing the pride of these Babylonians, particularly these good old boys, man.
Yeah.
They got their president in office.
And
man.
that's great, bro, because stupid ass black mainly this clown. You are the one that's actually shunning your protection.
Yep.
And then you got E ready. You gotta remember Trump's side, they battle hard and they're warriors and shit. A lot of them is fucking military vets and from a line of military vets, Lieutenant Dan and shit. Yep. They ready to fucking go out on the flag. Right? I seen a goddamn pickup truck like get in front of me when I was driving home with the goddamn flag and shit. Trump 2024 and shit. Like, so I'm like, come on, they fucking ready. Like, woo! Rabbit purge. They pushing
45, 47.
Yeah, and they sending out these texts to the goddamn black boys. Hey, you fucking boule ass niggas, and you fucking weak ass clowns that went to go vote for this demon, man. So, hey, it's funny because her name is
She think
so you niggas have brought forth your own destruction. And it's funny how they knew people by name too. They send the text like, hello Samuel, hello Jim, or whatever. Because you stupid niggas put your name on the ballot. And they know They tracked you. They traced your ass, and now they gonna come kill you.
Even if she's just
But brothers, we standing back like we don't
It's 'cause
fucking
she-
vote. They ain't got nothing to do with us.
Yeah.
And you know they know our
Kinda
government
not.
name, but still,
that's
they don't know who we are. The Lord's have us hit it. Go ahead, let's skip it down to Jeremiah 51:8. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed.
So this is speaking in past tense. It already happened. This place is already destroyed. We just planned it out in the reality the Most High set up for us. But this is a prophecy. The prophet Jeremiah saw this vision because it already happened and he wrote it down.
Yep.
Right?
Now I got that word fanner. Huh?
That shit cold.
Yeah.
Let me pull it out. The word fanner there in Jeremiah was two, okay? So this is the word fanner there is H 2114. The word there is zawar. Zawar, it says to be strange, be a stranger. Talking about the fanners, become estranged, strange, another, foreigner, an enemy. Because in the eyes of the world, America is strange looking. Like what the fuck? Russia called them out as an enemy, and then they have literal enemies and foreigners inside the land to fucking empty this place out.
That's why one of Trump's main policies is this immigration thing. That's the first thing he promised was mass deportation. You know, and for you spics that went out and voted for him, that's you know, you casting your vote whether they allow for him to deport your brother, you know, because he coming for you niggas, man.
Yeah.
And I got the
Yeah, and that's why the Lord compared this place to Assyria, Babylon. Now Assyria took down the northern kingdom. All right, and the name what's the guy's name? Sargon II, Shalmaneser the fifth. When the northern kingdom heard those kings' names, they got shook up. And guess what they did to the northern kingdom? They deported them out of Israel to Assyria. Deportation. So
crazy.
come on, man.
Boy, that's where you use that word shook, because I was just about to say that. A lot of the Northern Kingdom shook right now, man.
Yeah.
All shook up like Elvis Presley. But reading on a little bit more, it says to be a stranger, be one alienated. So you got the Anti-Aliens Act. Demons went past Trump 1798 to get out all foreigners. Like the president has that power to get all foreigners out of the land. He said, I don't want to kill him. I really just want to get him out. Because he said, we kill him, you know, Joe was being funny and shit. But that's what he really wants to do is kill you. But if he can detain your ass or send you somewhere, then that's what he wants.
That's how you gonna detain you with that MOTP, man. That's gonna be the perfect option. Put you niggas in slavery, man.
That's what's gonna keep a lot of them wanting to stay here. He's like, if you want to stay here, we're gonna keep you in these 15-minute cities, these facilities and shit, and your ass is gonna be cheap. This is Jeremiah 51:8. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her, take balm for her pain, if so be she may be healed.
And this is speaking in a facetious way because the next verse is going to tell us there's no way that that's going to happen. Go ahead.
Verse 9. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her, take balm for her pain, if so be she may be healed.
Read the next verse.
Verse 9, we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her and let us go every one into his own country.
So the first point is that Babylon is not healed. So this devil promising that he's going to make America great again and America is going to flourish and have longevity. No, that's a false promise. All right, because he's the devil and he's deceived. He's deceived a lot of people into believing that.
Yeah, if I may add to the statement you're making, bro, it's set in the spirit that this place won't be spared or healed. Because when you go into that word healed, it's the Hebrew word rapah, and when you go into the lexicon for the metaphor, it goes into being restored back to favor through the remission of sin, right? Showing you that this place can't be forgiven because the sins of this place is reached all the way up to the throne.
That's
You know?
the spirit, Salaki. I just want to back up your point. I want to land back. Bro, there's a little bit more in this word, Salaki. There was a little bit more in this word. You said, like, Babylon couldn't be healed. The Lord ain't going to forget his place, right? Even if there was a chance, he wouldn't forgive it, right? And it says to turn aside, to depart. It says to commit adultery. So this place fucking said it was established on Judeo-Christian ethics, right? But it has departed from the ways of the Lord, so to speak. And the world is seeing it like, you motherfuckers, it's some goddamn hypocrites.
Yeah.
How the fuck are God we trust, right? But y'all turn from every way that the Lord told you, his people to go in.
He's like,
y'all talking about
nah.
killing babies, women having rights, killing niggas, mutilating children, changes and shit. So the Lord said the fanners that he's sending into the land is that the world is starting to see you for what you are. Just like he told Babylon, sit in the dust, sit in confusion, make bare the leg, pretty much be revealed.
Looking at the side.
And he goes into adultery, right? Because they saying they know the Lord, but the Lord ain't dealing with Babylon like that. He dealing with Israel. It says to turn aside, to depart. It says, especially from God, from the way of truth and uprightness, whence falsehood, lies, falsehood. And it says, stranger, strange, another nation, alien by birth.
Yeah, so there's going to be an invasion of foreigners. That's the point. That's what's getting ready to go down. All right, and we're going to revisit the topic of this mass deportation plan, because really remember, this is the devil. That's really going to be a guise for something else that's coming. But go ahead, Ak, from the top again in verse 9.
This is Jeremiah chapter 51 and verse 9. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her.
So Babylon is not going to be healed. The end of Romans 3:3 says, let every man be a liar and let the Most High be true, roughly paraphrasing. So this devil, Donald Trump, is saying that he's going to heal them. He's promising that he's going to make America great and heal America from all the damage that's been done to it. But what did the Most High promise?
Yeah.
The Most High promised what this brother just read. Yeah, go ahead.
Continuing on in verse 9. Forsake her. Let us go everyone into his own country.
So soon, and it's already starting to happen, but even more so when we enter into World War III, a lot of these Moabites and different heathen nations that's out here doing business and making money, they gonna be like, shit, fuck this. They gonna know this place about to be destroyed. Right. And they gonna hurry their ass back to where they came from.
And that's the spirit, bro, because those migrants that was coming up like 3,000 fucking strong or whatever, they damn near reached the border between Mexico and Texas, Arizona and shit. And once they found out that Trump was in there, the president-elect, it said that all of them fucking turned back to the other way. They turned around. Exactly as the scripture said, let every man go into his own fucking country.
Yeah,
that's the spirit.
That's pushing on that agenda from Trump, America first, pulling out of Europe. And that's why when Putin spoke on Trump being elected president, he said now the New World Order pretty much is in effect.
It began.
It began because Trump's political view is pretty much aligned with that whole multicultural system that they trying to. It's not just gonna be an America bullying all nations. All these nations are in on it, and it's gonna be held up through that beast system.
Yeah, you gotta understand this. Who these fucking politicians like Trump? Who cuts their paycheck? The central banks. The central banks cut Donald Trump's paycheck. The central banks cut Putin's paycheck. You see?
Yeah. And that's the spirit, because the Chaldees of old were the fucking magi's and sorcerers and the niggas behind the scene, giving the king his power, pretty much counseling them, giving the populace what they wanted him to be. That's why the Lord compared this dude to Pharaoh, Nebuchadnezzar of old, the Assyrians, because the people seen him as a god king and shit. Like, oh, this motherfucker can't ever be touched. He's a god, right? That's why these niggas are so gung-ho for this nigga, because he been pumped up to be.
The Lord gave us an example with Northern Kingdom being caged up over here in that Church of Scientology shit.
And then another token, keep this in mind too, there's not just one central bank.
Right.
All right, there is multiple central bankers, the elites, you know, another name for them, and they don't all agree.
Yeah.
All right, so so that's why it's all this chaos and shit too.
The House of Cards.
Yeah.
Hey, I was looking at this real Shemai, because when this brother was talking about Trump pretty much getting in there, a lot of people was fucking surprised that this nigga, you know, came through with it.
Right.
But who put him in there? The electoral college, like you mentioned before. This they nigga, right?
Yeah.
That's they nigga, the Wolf King, right?
Yeah.
That's day one.
And just to think, like you mentioned, the electoral college, in certain states, there's only 2 electoral college members. So you mean to tell me that whole state, it goes down to 2 niggas?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
See,
Right.
to show you your fucking
Don't
votes
matter.
don't
It
matter.
don't matter.
Don't fucking
All right.
And niggas was, and people that was actually smart, like book fucking smart, was telling other niggas, I don't vote. Why? And so you ain't got a damn thing to say whoever fuck gets in there and shit happens. Oh, I hope y'all die and all this bullshit. When they get in there, nigga, your vote still don't count. Even if I don't give a vote to give it, the shit still don't count.
Hey, and to the point I made a little second ago, the electoral college cuts their paychecks.
Right. Hey,
Tells them,
right, bro. And to that point, it show you that it's all just a hustle on your mind anyway. Because just like the brother said, they're lackeys. And what they talk about on TV, they just showing you niggas numbers on the screen to influence you that something's going on.
yeah, to give you the that goes back to those 2 horns,
Right.
like a lamb, to give you the illusion that you got a choice,
Right.
That you made a decision,
Right. When in reality, all these individuals in office, they were groomed to be there.
Hey,
You know?
man, Palpatine and shit.
Yeah.
Remember he came in? He's like, what's going on? He's like, Palpatine has been nominated to exceed Valor as chancellor and shit. And he said, it's a surprise, I'm sure, but a welcome.
Right.
That's fucking Trump. The
Right.
nigga is in there. He's like, it's a surprise to me, but a welcome one, because they already gonna put the
Yeah.
nigga in there on some Darth Plagueis shit.
Yeah.
You know?
They're not gonna bite the hand that feed them. You know, it's like that saying
Play ball.
about the golden rule. He who has the gold makes the rule.
right?
You know?
Yeah.
Damn.
And then brother mentioned the band.
Damn, that's
Going
dope.
back to even fucking Game of Thrones and shit. All these shows that niggas watch, they don't pay attention, man.
That's how they really run.
Who was financing the wars of Westeros? It was the fucking Iron Bank.
Yeah.
And it was across the seas and shit in Davos somewhere. So it just goes to show you, like, even all the kings and the fucking nobles had to go to this Iron Bank to fucking finance their wars in Westeros. And
Yeah,
shit, man.
they showed that in that, damn, what's that show called that just came out about Rome?
Those who are about to die.
Yeah, those who are about to die. All right, one of the emperors, you know, he was running out of money, so he had to go to different private,
Going broke.
like, what do you call them?
Private
Vendors, yeah, loan sharks.
Yep.
You know, and back then those would be like the elites today.
Hey, remember the nigga, it was Domitian we got. The nigga
yeah.
took 1 bar of gold out the motherfucker, and then his brother went and counted shit like, what the fuck? We losing money.
See?
And then he put the shit back, and then they counted, they're like, it's all their money. But 1 fucking bar of gold was through.
Yeah.
So, go ahead,
I finished that verse off.
Continuing on in verse 9, forsake her, and let us go every one into his own country, for her judgment reacheth unto heaven, and is lifted up even to the skies.
Yeah, man. So there is no, you know, hill in this place. This place is set for its judgment. And just to back that up, we got Malachi 1 and 4.
This is Malachi 1 verse 4. Whereas Edom said, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places.
Now this started when that first beast, the ancient Roman Empire, when they fell. But then this devil rose back up during what they call the Renaissance period.
Yeah.
All right, he started to build, you know, this system that you see today. All right, and then even now, Trump getting on stage talking about we gonna make America great again. That's Edom saying this. Go ahead.
and there's a history on that too of Esau fucking warring with Jake in the Middle Ages as a fucking wild man, wood woes, niggas was clothes and shit. But the nigga knew in his spirit, like they said, niggas was pulling trees out the ground. And niggas had that strength, but it was showing Jake like, oh shit, they're about to come back into power. Like the Lord was strengthening them up.
Why? Because Daniel 4:17.
Already
The
foretold
Most High set up the
And-
basis of man.
And
to
all
rule in
those
this
paintings
time.
are still intact, by the way.
Yeah.
Like you see the Jakes with the medieval armor,
Yeah,
shooting arrows from the
and
castle
the knights and shit,
down at
holding
them
them up.
cavemen and
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
They on horseback cutting these fucking Edomites down. All these paintings are still intact.
Yeah, tapestry.
The tapestry, yeah, those, yeah.
Thus said Yahweh Shemel Shah of hosts, they shall build but I will throw down.
See, so you know this devil talking about he gonna build back America. You know whatever he's talking about. Hey, you could in America, like you mentioned earlier. You know America might do good for a little season, for a little small period of time. You might see prices and shit go down if this devil get back in office or whatever.
But they have to bring in this new system. They have to like ease up. You know the Lord, y'all much my shines like he can ease these niggas into it.
What did the Lord say? They can build up, but I'm gonna throw it down. And how's the Lord gonna throw it down? By what we read in Jeremiah 51, those Spanish,
Jake directed that.
all right, different
Yeah,
other
I think it was John
plans. The Lord is
Cena.
sending ultimately the nuclear missiles to wipe this land clean.
And that's beautiful how we mentioned the fantasy. I'm glad we mentioned the fantasy because it was mentioning enemies, barbarians, strangers, and shit like that. And then as a whole of America, the Lord is looking at it like you're like an adult. You gotta be put to death. You gotta be put down. You have gone from the way of truth and uprightness, and the world is seeing that. And it just goes to show you that, remember these niggas said they didn't even have enough finances to help their own goddamn kind after those hurricanes, but they was helping these fucking migrants and shit. But you see how the Lord is destroying this place while they're trying to build, the shit is teeter-tottering and fucking going down. It's beautiful. So it's beautiful. It's like a disease spreading and shit. You can't heal it.
And they shall call them the border of wickedness.
Right, so the Esau, Edom is the wicked. All right, this is the scripture we go to that proves that.
Everywhere
all
you
right,
go.
and now who is Edom? They even had a book called. It was written in like the early 1800s by an Edomite. It said the Roman. It was titled the Roman Empire, the Empire of Edom, of the Edomites. All right, you could go on Amazon. You can still order that.
That's our story, though.
All right, these devils love to claim that history. Oh, we were the Caesars. We were, yeah, y'all were. Y'all are the Edomites. Go ahead.
This is 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 3. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction shall, so like sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with a child.
Right, because like I mentioned earlier, when if this devil is allowed to get in office in January, you might see gas prices go down, you know, whatever, you know, for a certain period of time. You might have proud ass people running around like, see, we did it. But just like the scripture said, when, you know, peace and safety, sudden destruction. You know, suddenly this devil, just like Nero, when Nero first got into the office, the people thought he was all good, you know, but then he started to show those horns. He's gonna come down with that rap.
Well, I told this Edomite on my job, because he asked me, he was like, hey, what you think about that dove? I was like, yeah, that's cool. It's cool that he won. I was like, they still might kill that nigga though. He just kind of looked down.
Hey, that's good. Hey, everybody at the job that I was talking to was like, yeah, they gonna be gunning for his head before you get up in there. But if the nigga die, and I told Jesse and shit, I was like, you gotta look into that dude Vance. What's this dude about? Is he a war hawk? What the fuck is this dude? Because if he goes out, that dude's gonna go in. And what the fuck is he about? So we gotta see.
Hey,
like,
Trump, they chose him for a reason.
Yeah.
Right.
And I'm under the impression that the presidents don't even really choose who their running mate is.
Yeah.
All right, they're told who's going to run with them.
Yeah, that's all I ask.
Because when you think about it, when Biden was running, he was running against Kamala for the Democratic, you know, position. They even have debates of them going head to head, and then all of a sudden he turned around and said, "I'm gonna choose." Nah, someone told him.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, because some elite figured that was the best deal.
See,
Yeah.
Because it's all broke down with corporations, these pharmaceutical companies, and these multinational corporations and all that shit. They all got stake, and when whoever wins, somebody winning on the back end. Like somebody that $6,000 or 6,000 point S&P 500 jump. That was to some nigga pockets, you know. That was off a bet.
Always wins.
The house always.
But the
wins,
House
man.
of Cards is a fucking show with that dude Kevin Spacey going into the fucking political arena behind the scenes what the populace doesn't see. There be niggas, cokeheads and shit, but they gotta make the nigga look clean on TV, or they'll get rid of the nigga and put somebody else in there. Or, like you said, partner up people, and be like, y'all be together, you know?
Yeah.
Make it look good to the American people and all that bullshit.
Yeah, they do.
But it's a house of cards, because you know, you set up the cards and shit, you just knock the shit down or blow on it, the shit gonna fall apart, man.
Yeah.
That's America.
That's
They
what
do,
the Bible says. And they shall not escape. Like the scriptures say, the Lord said, I think not I came to send peace, but a sword, man.
The Lord is about war, man, and that's where the world is going. But before it can get there, that new system has to be put in place.
And what did that last part say? There is no escape. So you Americans that voted this devil in, you're not gonna be able to escape these judgments just because he in office and you got your way.
Hey, but just like Pharaoh of old, when the plagues was here, the Egyptians, the Pharaoh ass was just hardened the shit. He ain't give a fuck. Like I see the little rendition cartoon movie, the Exodus, and the Pharaoh's Magi came over like, Pharaoh, look the Nile in his blood, and he's like, I don't need water. I just drink wine and shit. Nigga went back. The nigga was proud and his people was suffering and fucking out. But he's like, I just drink the wine and shit. Fuck it. But that's this nigga, man. He ain't gonna give a shit. He gonna do his little dance and shit. Hit the goddamn golf ball while you niggas is out here dying, man.
Yeah, like, man, this is real, man. You know that Nero burned down Rome.
It was playing like a fiddle or some shit.
Yeah, blamed it on the Jews, and then you know we got brothers that have visions of the White House burning and Donald Trump looking out the window and shit.
Sitting there.
One of his famous quotes is, "You're fired, man."
Yeah,
So a lot of
that's-
these niggas fired.
Go ahead, I'll finish that
Yeah,
up.
real.
This is Malachi 1 and 4.
Just start from the top. Read it all.
This is Malachi 1 and 4. Whereas Edom said, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places.
And they have this new beast system. All right, NATO, the EU, they about to come with that mark. You know, the Lord is gonna allow them to kickstart this new world order. All right, how you say it in the Latin, Novos
Ordo Seclorum.
And I know brothers seen that image of Elon Musk with his child and Donald Trump,
That's
and this
it.
was from Elon Musk's Twitter page, and he said he titled it New World Order in the Latin. What's the chances of that?
Oh, and then who's been on that for so many years? Our apostle. What is home to that? When we first started listening to the apostle on YouTube with the old school end of the world banner in the back, right? They were already going into fucking Russia, coming up against these fucking demons over here. Everybody's like, nah, Russia's been disbanded and dismantled since like the late 80s when they fell. They have forgot about Putin going up in there in 2000. The nigga literally got in there in the year 2000. And the nigga been in there since.
So you can no longer say that this information is a conspiracy theory.
Hey, speaking of Elon Musk, so like not to cut you off, bro, but you mentioned how he put the New World Order. He also put, this is Bible prophecy under Trump, when it showed the 66.9, which is 666.
But just flip those nines.
Flip the nine.
You already know that.
Yeah.
So this stuff that they've been calling conspiracy theories and shit they've been showing in sci-fi movies like I, Robot, now you got these devils coming out on national TV and showing it to be true. Elon Musk, he has Neuralinks, which is a brain chip. That's the mark of the beast. He got Tesla robots.
Yeah.
And who's
Starlink.
Yeah, who's pushing him? Trump.
Right.
Buddy with him.
And that's the
And
spirit.
now he's the president.
That's the spirit that you say that though, bro. Between him and Elon Musk, that's ground for the pushing of the NWO. But for that chip though, as we were talking about, and the spiritual thing about Trump is, you know, brothers believe or perceive him to be Nero. He may be Nero. And a fun fact about Nero, he was the 6th Caesar.
Wow. See,
Oh,
You know?
there go that number.
Right.
See, they on the left hand, they deal with numbers.
Yeah.
It's not by coincidence.
And then in the season before him was Claudius, right?
Con.
And that's great. Now, how Claudius, and Rome was already getting crazy during Claudius' reign, that Jake was preaching so much that he Israel out.
You should get the fuck out of here.
Rome, or you was, the followers of the Messiah. He kicked all Israel out, like, get the fuck out of here. And then who came up after him? But how did Claudius get taken out? The Praetorian Guard took his ass out. And you got the DOD now.
Hey.
And you see how you mentioned it before we started camp. You think Trump gonna go after these motherfuckers? Because they went. Nero went after that nigga Claudius, took him out with the Praetorian Guard, and then rose to power, bro.
Say, because at the end of the day, it's all dramatics and it's all, but you know, it's real consequences going with this. They really came out to Trump.
Yeah.
When he lost office, they really gave this man felonies. Even though it's all cinematography, it's still real. They came up, they raided Chicago. They really
That's the A.
on paper, they tried to kill him. You know, so these things are gonna come full-fledged, full circle. Just like when he's pushing this technology, he's pushing away. New York already took away a part of their welfare, which is the immigrant shit. And then they talking about that they're gonna take away the welfare for homosexuals. They're coming out. They're coming out the fags. They're coming out you niggas. They're gonna come out the you women, man. All ye women folk. They're gonna come out the food stamps, because then when they take it away, you gonna crave it even more, and they're gonna lay out that chip for your ass, man.
Exactly. And that's also a part of order out of chaos. You know, they're gonna create a bunch of chaos with these draconian measures, and it has people bowing down and begging for the market to be.
And that's
people
spirit,
don't want it.
This shit is like a Star Wars movie, man. The prequels, bro, was showing you how an empire or republic falls by corruption and shit, and then the empire rises from the shit. It was showing you that this nigga Palpatine was keeping the war going like my man BB and shit. Nigga got war crimes after his ass and shit. Then the nigga had to stage a fucking inside job with the battle over Coruscant. He had to stage his own fucking kidnapping, bro, to give himself more time to take away from the Constitution of the Republic, bro. And people was kind of catching wind of him, but he had all power. These niggas gave this guy all power. So it's like
just like going back to Draco. All right. The fucking dumbass, silly Athenian people voted this man into office. They gave him all the power.
They gave him the power to the Supreme Chancellor. Like, hey, they gonna get this dude that power.
That made him
and he has the, and the nigga been in the office before. Like a brother mentioned, I forget if it was the priest Shaman or another brother mentioned that Trump really didn't know how the game worked in the political arena. But then he found it out. Like, all right, okay, I gotta have a couple of Democrats with the pockets full on my side, and I gotta have the Republicans with me. Then I gotta have some offshore accounts. Then I gotta know niggas across the pond. Then I gotta know the bankers and shit. And now he know. Now when he get in there, he gonna play ball. Just as they told him to play ball. That's right. So it's about to go down, man.
Hey, before it passed, you know, speaking of stage, you had Hulk Hogan on the stage ripping his shirt off. And brothers know he was, you know, he brought out the New World Order. But then he talked about running wild. That's going into Madman Spare None, man. Hulk Hogan.
This Malachi 1:4. Thus said Yahweh Shema Shah of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom Yahweh Shema Shah hath indignation forever.
Even to this
I know
moment.
war is light. I know war is light, but I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. Aurorian. So I don't know if he was saying Aurorian. I don't know, because he told this bro. War is light.
They were talking about how
I guess he was taking pictures, but he actually seen the industry. He asked for the YouTube channel and all that. But he asked that,
What should I
bro.
say about that? A kingdom divided against itself is
And
not
the
going
war
to
is
stand
light.
because the
He
Lord
said
is
John
going to
make it
throw this
plural,
place down.
Right.
And you know what?
I don't
Going
know
back
if that's
to
what
the
he
previous
said.
Civil
War,
War, this dude Lincoln.
Like,
I recommend all brothers watch that movie Lincoln again, and how them niggas was fighting in the goddamn city. All this shit, they was talking shit. Niggas was back and forth just talking shit, man, about really Jake and about the southern landowners and shit that they was trying to take private ownership.
So it might
And bring it to the state or federal,
War, light.
but that was really a war that the bank
like you
started
said,
to get,
the yarn is
the
will make it
autonomy,
plural
all that
anyway.
shit. Like
So
we don't want
lights.
the money to be in your own pocket. It's
We
gonna
want
come
it
in
in
our
our
pockets,
pockets.
right? And then this Demon Lincoln, man, he was saying, he said, if I could end this war between the Union States and the Confederacy without freeing the slaves, I would. He said, if I could end it without one bullet fucking flying, I would. He said, I'm not doing this for, you know, the goddamn, for Jake and shit. Jake, you know, that's why stupid ass Jake always go Democrat and shit. But it was never for you clowns. It was never for you fools. And also, Lincoln was like, no, these people are not even people, they're property. He said, since I'm the sworn in president, I'm just gonna confiscate the property that's really federal.
Damn.
And he said that I'm going jail and fucking, if I have to kill these motherfuckers that stole federal property.
Hey, this basically, he said, these here's my niggas.
These is my
These
niggas.
here my boys.
Yeah.
And I needs to check from them. That's pretty much what he said,
That's
man.
it. Yeah.
I gotta appreciate
Hey, but what my man Lincoln said, and this is this nigga Trump gonna use. The nigga was trying to get the votes, right, to free Jake and bring. Pretty much Jake was contraband, and he seen the Confederate states as rebels with contraband, with national contraband. He's like, these niggas are these are rebels. What? That's why when the nigga shot Lincoln, he said down with the tyrant, motherfucker jumped off the stage and shit, because the dude was really coming like a tyrant against rebels. What is a king gonna do against a rebellion? He gonna crush the shit. He gonna put it down. That's what he's seen it as, like, as a rebellion. These niggas have contraband that belongs to the Union, the states.
And that same thing gonna happen again, but instead you're the contraband. You belong to the state.
And
you know?
all the citizens belong to the state since 2001.
Yep.
With the forget what the law that was passed, the fucking Patriot Act, and then the other shit. What is it? Homeland Security shit.
But you see, this is why this man is the devil, because to that point, this devil caused that whole false flag.
Yep.
You know, of 9/11. This too passed that shit in.
That's crazy.
For what? For this time right now, what did the Lord say? The Lord said he reserved the wicked for the day of evil.
Yep.
This is it.
That's man. But you know, somebody told me, man, that you know, roughly in this, roughly paraphrasing, why I need the word. Oh, y'all worried about the chip. Y'all worried about the chip. I'm worried about you know, this, that, and the third, community, and that. Like, nah, bro.
Your community is gonna
The
get
chip,
fucking
They gonna
firebombed.
get the chip.
It's
The
the
community
most.
gonna get the chip.
Man, Esau did all of this shit
It was crazy.
for this moment.
And what's crazy, bro, is niggas talking about communities, but you're still behind enemy lines, nigga. You in the land of your captor. And we in the fucking belly of the beast, right? You know, we got our brothers around the world and other spots, but this shit is global. Like on fucking Undercover Brother nigga was spinning y'all shit. This shit is global, man. They gonna get everybody, but we're here right in the fucking epicenter of this fucking devil's plans, bro. And what did they do to the Ammonites during World War II? Put their ass in this internment camp, whether they were citizens or not. And they was fighting a war against their kind across the seas and shit. So what you think they gonna do to you Israelites, man? That's in cahoots with them. Just as when the Roman legions came down to Jerusalem,
Out that, Luke 19.
they didn't give a damn that you was in bed with them, man. They see you as a threat.
Yeah.
And they went to war with your ass, man, from 66 AD to 74, right?
73.
73. So it goes to show you, and then that's why you always try to say, hey, flee out. Now we like literally had to flee physically, but how are we fleeing this time? Spiritually. And we're listening to what Yahushua saying, but you have these other clowns. We're going to listen to Jesus Christ then, nigga. Because that's your king, Caesar. That's your king, nigga. Hey, it's funny, his name is Caesar. Caesar's your king, nigga.
What did Jake say when Yahushua was about to get crucified?
They said, crucify him, our only king, is Caesar.
Exactly.
That's why niggas is for church, bro.
Oh, so like, speaking of fleeing, it starts in your spirit first. And the scriptures say, eventually we're gonna have to be like pilgrims. So, yeah, we're gonna have to move it.
Move around. Well, that's
Luke chapter 19, verse 43. For the day shall come upon thee.
Now this is Yahushua speaking right here. All right, he's speaking of the late 60s to 70 AD, just a few decades after he spoke this. It happened. Okay?
That
40 years.
40 years. Yeah. 4 decades.
Woo! Go.
It says, for the day shall come upon thee that thine enemies shall cast a trench about thee.
Now, who was the enemy here? The enemy was the Roman Empire, right? The Edomites. All right, and this is going into what? Martial law. Nobody could come in, nobody could come out. All right, so this happened in the past, and it's getting ready to happen all over again.
And a lot of times that they pass these laws, especially out here, is during what season?
This season.
The holiday season, right? Where niggas want to party. The most wonderful, piece of cake, most wonderful time of the year, you know. But guess what? Titus, he was leading the besieging of Jerusalem. But guess what time of year it was? It was the Passover, and the Roman legions was ready to move on Jake right there. Like we gonna get him now. And Titus was like, no, let them have their feast. And was bringing in millions of fucking Jakes from everywhere coming for the Passover, as the law said. But yet, what did Yahushua tell his followers? Get out. You see these armies approach, get out. I don't care if the feast going on, you can hold it someplace else. But niggas is coming in, millions of them coming in. And then that's when the Romans are like, all right, we're going to build another wall outside their outer walls and keep them in.
Go ahead.
And then Jake was starved out.
It says that thine enemies shall cast a trench about thee and compass thee round and keep thee in on every side.
Now what is this? This is martial law. Now, Baba Kashar, get that article real fast. Just read the headline of it, and then we're going to go back to that and continue.
This is by NBCnews.com, and it says, Trump says there is no price tag for his mass deportation.
Right, so this devil is saying, like, money ain't even a question. This is going to happen, and in the same speech or interview or whatever this was, he said that we have no choice. All right, now think about it. He plans on mass deporting millions. All right, not hundreds, not thousands. Another article, it said millions of these so-called illegals. But you got to really use your brain and think about it. If millions of these people he trying to deport is scattered all throughout America, how is he going to accomplish that? Well, people, he's gonna have to go door to door with armed agents and troops.
Yeah.
And then, the DOD directives, you know, so that this devil is about to come down with this wrath. All right, he's gonna go door to door. They're gonna have to separate families. All right, just imagine they knocking on every door. We need to see birth certificates, Social Security. Who's all, you know? You need to be in line with the census you did last year.
Hey, and that's the spirit, bro, because it's gonna be just like on what Bronx tale. It was a Bronx tale when them niggas and biker niggas was in the bar. They were like, get the hell out of here, leave. Like, so pretty much Trump's like, hey, I want your ass to leave, like, get out. But then the niggas didn't want to leave, like, fuck, you can't let us. They locked up, now you can't leave. And what they gonna do to the people that don't want to leave? They gonna put them in a fucking detention center, a camp, and they gonna kill them.
Now keep this in mind too. You know, he's using this under the guise of the mass deportation for illegals, but you never know that our persecution can come out of this. This devil might, you know, want to kill multiple birds with one stone. He might say anybody who's spreading hate speech on the internet, we got your IP address. We coming for you. The prophets of doom. Anybody who's not only just, you know, it's under the title of, we're doing this to get but this devil is gonna come down on anyone who's speaking against his NWO.
And that's written in the Alien Enemies Act.
See, that from 17 that he's trying to bring back. You see, so that don't get caught up in just the titles and stuff. You gotta actually think. You know, because this man is the devil.
Hey, when was the Rex 84 enacted? What year was that?
I forget, bro.
1960. Just look it up. 1960. And we gonna pinpoint that time till now. And this brother was just reading.
He was made in 84, right? That's why it's called like Rex 84.
Rex 84.
Rex 84, so it was 84. Now from that time, count from 84 till now and see how many years it is. Because this brother was just reading 40, right?
Exactly
40?
40.
Woo!
Yeah.
Because what Yahushua said to flee, it happened exactly 40 years later.
See, and we in that time. You can continue with that.
And just to make a point, this is also a good way for him to bring in about that draft too for these wars. This is Luke chapter 19, verse 44. It says, "And shall lay thee even with the ground, and thy children within thee."
So this judgment that this devil's getting ready to bring, this is for the 2/3, and for you stupid ass heathens that's still here, you gonna be laid even with the ground and your children, just like in 70 AD. But it is gonna be even worse this time, because now you know the Romans, they came through with swords and shields. But this devil
siege
is,
ramps and
towers and shit. But this devil is coming through with robots, Tesla robots, robot dogs, drones,
infrared scopes and shit.
armed troops, all type of judgments. But see, this is for the wicked. This is set up for the wicked, the righteous, the elect. We don't have nothing to worry about because this is going to bring forth divine intervention for us. Bring out that Isaiah 59 and 19.
Hey, that's not a light thing what the brother's talking about either, because he's talking about major judgment coming for our people. But really listen to what the brother's saying, how we're going to be in the midst of this, but we have nothing to worry about. That takes an extreme level of faith to come out and preach that, know what's coming, and still not be fazed by it, man. That's the faith that we have in the words that are written, man.
This time you ain't gonna be able to, Jake think that, oh well, I can just hide my auntie in the house. Bitch, you drive a Tesla. That's a camera and an audio log right there. You got
leave the world behind. Show you what's gonna happen to them
Teslas. All Esau, he's about to show you what he's been working on. All he gonna do is unleash his technology. It ain't like he got. It ain't like he got to build an infrastructure to do this shit. He already got facial recognition cameras. He already got the salt. He already got vehicles. He got the new Tesla van and shit.
And people are stupid as fuck because the Tesla is gonna drive you niggas to the camps or in a damn lake somewhere, and then stupid ass niggas doing the how I look as an anime character, some bullshit. You know how they got the facial recognition right there. They already got your ass pinpoint, and a lot of you people on the phone all goddamn day. I mean, like we on the net or whatever, but it's the spirit. The Lord is hiding us even in the midst of being out in the open. That's the power of the Lord. Because people see us, but we just want to ignore them and shit. Yeah. But when we really gone and shit, it ain't gonna be a magical act. Then you niggas gonna be looking for the.
And so you American citizens that scoff at Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, be prepared to be separated from your families. Be prepared to have your wife and daughters raped in front of you. Why? Because it is. Go ahead, finish that last part off.
It says, and they shall not leave thee of one stone upon another, because thou knewest not the time of thy visitation.
And that's why. Because although the prophets have been here, all right, for millennials warning you of all these things to come, it's videos of our apostles in the 90s. They was out there in the 80s speaking of Rex 84 when it just dropped. Speaking of all these things that's to come, and you people laugh. You call them crazy. You call them conspiracy theorists.
Hey, let's bring it out. The Apostle Dahar was one of the first ones to bring out the chip back in the 90s. When he was bringing it out in that old school book. I don't know the name of it, but it actually showed the microchip in there.
And he was telling it to High Priest Ariel, and Ariel was like agreeing, like it has to be something like that. But remember in Terminator when he was telling old girl and shit like such and such, this was gonna happen. She's like, we don't have technology like that. He's like, but we will in the future. Like now we're here. So
and then even going back to the passage of the scripture, when you read the context, I believe he wasn't only just talking to his disciples. There was other listeners around. Just imagine you had wicked niggas scoffing when he said that. Oh yeah. What he talking about? That ain't gonna happen. Caesar is our king. We good. And then what happened 40 years later? The Romans came through and smashed on Jay. And likewise, the same thing is getting ready to happen, but a trillion times worse. Because what did that verse say? You knew not the time of your visitation, which is crazy. Because we've been out here warning you what's to come. This devil will fucking sit in interviews on national TV, and he himself will warn you of what he's getting ready to do. And it just goes right through one ear and out the other.
Trump mentioned the prophets, man. Like all these world leaders know about the men of the Lord. Like pretty much they dance into the tune, Yahweh Shem Shai song that the men of the Lord is singing. Like they had to dance to it. And that's why all of a sudden this dude Putin got a nuclear doctrine. But we've been talking about the nuclear doctrine in the doctrine. Okay? But now it's on the table. War is here. Civil War, we've been talking about Civil War way before the movie even came out. Boom, they got a movie of the shit. But what type of them? You know, Egyptian versus Egyptian. We've been talking about these things. But we was crazy back then. Oh yeah, you guys are plucked out, whatever.
And what shows you that this was getting ready to go down is inevitable. Because even if that bitch Kamala would have won this shit and got in, she would have done the exact same shit.
Yeah.
All right? This is the same bitch that locked up, you know,
Jake?
hundreds of Jakes for, you know,
Bullshit.
for bullshit.
Misdemeanor
And,
crimes, the draconian
yeah,
shit. That was
and
Draco.
she was at the forefront. She was second in command under the governor of California, and she put that whole thing into motion for arresting parents for
Truancy.
yeah, for truancy. All right, and I believe she was also behind the fucking well, it was Newsom, but I think she was behind it when he wanted to arrest parents that was against their kids getting sex changes and shit.
Yeah.
So imagine if this bitch would have sat in the fucking president seat, what she would have done to you Americans. So it shows you it don't fucking matter who's in office. This is the plan of the Lord, ultimately. The Lord is putting in the minds of these devils to come down on you wicked ass Jakes.
That's right.
Yeah, and that was beautiful that you said it wouldn't have fucking matter who was in the office. Now we know this dude Trump to be Nero, right? If that bitch got in there, she would have been just like fucking Jezebel. Then she put out a fucking order, a hit out for the prophets.
Yeah.
Hunting them down, like destroy them all. And then you have weak ass niggas, you know, mainly among the North, because they was under Ahab and shit. With this nigga, man, with the witchcraft and shit, hunting down their own kind, their brothers. That was the prophets. That's why Obadiah, that was actually in the court of Ahab, was hiding the prophets in the cave. Like, he pretty much told Elijah, like, bro, you ain't the only one. I've been hiding, you know, the prophets in the cave. I was feeding them bread and water while this hit was going out. While they was looking for Elijah. So it was like, come on, it's coming into the same time.
Hey, so the Lord, not the Trump, the Lord has Trump in the ancient world mindset. This devil talking about bringing back fire squads. Yeah, do you know what the fuck that is? Do you know what a fire squad is? That's when they just line a bunch of people up and the armed troops is on the other side of them and they just light them up.
Hey,
he was also guillotines. I think towards the end of his last presidency, he was the one who ordered a bunch of guillotines.
And guess what? And guess what? Guess what the nigga put into play that Biden didn't take out of play? Warp speed.
Yep.
It didn't just mean the goddamn fucking jab bullshit, the icky vicky. It was warp speed for every goddamn thing.
Yeah, that's a
police in this
military
place.
operation.
Yeah.
Hey, just like he didn't revoke the military using lethal force.
Woo,
He didn't revoke that.
Yeah.
DOD.
So think about it, bro. Before this fucking election, the DOD, they already put that in motion, showing you it don't matter who getting there. That's still gonna be in effect.
The opposite, you brought up Trump being hero, you know, he blamed the burning down of Rome on the Jews. And he's going to do that again, as bros was talking about the persecution, because he's already talking about us being the prophets of doom and bringing us up to Joe Rogan and all that stuff. That's how that persecution
And
will come in.
this devil Trump, he really hates the people on this side, because not only is he against us, the prophets of doom, but then also, he's against the Northern Kingdom. Even though they're not Jews, because Jews is just speaking of Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, but they're Israelites.
Kingdom of Judah, but they're Israelites. He's mainly against them on the migrant front, but not against the goddamn Chinese or the Russians or the goddamn Ukrainians.
He's going to use that as first, blaming them, but then really it's all going to come back to us being the prophets.
But we're going to be hitting.
The spiritual that his name is Trump, or because it goes into trumpet, and certain trumpets are made from like horns, man. So this devil's gonna show his horns in these last days.
Right.
Hey, it's made from the round.
Last Trump.
Damn,
Trump.
the last Trump. And who has been blowing the trumpet to warn you? Because there's a trumpets for feasts, there's trumpets to gather the people, the elders, and then there's trumpets for war. We've been blowing the trumpet of war this whole time. And that's why the bitches is crying and shit. Because it was beautiful that these niggas is crying. Because when war breaks out, who the fuck is screaming and crying and fucking battering the eye and shit? Because they know that an army is fucking.
Hey, I told brothers earlier, man, this bitch, I seen in a video, I put it in the group. You know, they was interviewing people after the election results, and this one bitch was like, yeah, this is devastating. This is like the darkest day in history.
God
like,
damn, bitch, what the fuck?
Hey, these American people are about to be in for a rude awakening.
That's right.
All right, if you think something like this is the worst day in history, you're not even living in this realm.
Majority of the people at my target that are women, they were coming up to me telling me like they were extremely scared and they have no idea what to do. I while simultaneously buying a boatload of cat food, wet cat food, cat litter. About to go home on Instagram and Twitter and bash men and talk about how for the next 4 years they hate men and they don't need a man while telling me how scared they are.
That's fucking crazy.
If that was the worst day of their life, they have lived a very privileged life.
That's my point. That's why I say these people are in for a rude awakening. That's why this place is called the Virgin Daughter of Babylon, because it hasn't been touched. But all that's about to change in this time.
And that's fucking crazy because these stupid ass women like, we ain't gonna give them no Quba or whatever when they gave it to 20,000 niggas before. But guess what? That's a lot of you women, especially all women on this side. That's your only ticket out is childbearing. Right. So if you keeping it away from us, hey, that's good for us. Now we know avoid them niggas over there. But the ones that's for us, the Lord gonna bring them to us. Y'all gonna die.
Y'all gonna die and y'all gonna suffer a very slow, painful, grievous death before you die.
Hey, and a lot of women about to lose jobs, bro. Because I went, hey, you know the Elamites at the little smoothie spot?
Yeah.
I walked in there yesterday and I got, a little drink. And she's like, excuse me, where do you work? I was like, I work down the street at, you see the dudes with the blue on? She's like, oh yeah, you work there. She's like, do you have any job openings? I was like, nah, it's really like a man's job. The only woman job is like in the office. You gotta call her. She's like, well, they about to close us down. We ain't gonna have a job. Like, yeah. She's like, cause you put in a good word. I was like, I don't really know. So you're gonna have to go down there. But I'm thinking like Elam is probably over here illegally. And now they scared that Trump is coming down. They about to get cash.
Hey, think about it. It ain't just the Northern Kingdom.
Beautiful.
All right, you got a lot of Southern Kingdom. That's illegal. You got Benjamin from the Caribbeans. You got Haitians. You got heathen nations, Elam, Moab, that didn't snuck their way over here. Hey, this devil's about to come down. You got your precept.
Yeah, going into the nation that flies swift like an eagle. This is Deuteronomy chapter 28. In verse 52, and he shall besiege thee in all thy gates until thy high and fenced walls come down.
Hey, think about it. In all thy gates, east coast, west coast, the south border, the border up there with Canada, this whole country. This devil's about to come down. It's going to be martial law everywhere.
Hey, and also the gates represent the leadership. He's gonna badger you niggas from your so-called leaders to you. He's gonna send the whip in the strike of the club through the governors, through niggas you think love you, and gonna bash your fucking head. And fuck Kamala and the nigga Biden, they pretty much just push forward what Trump is about to put into play. Put the ball into play. Like that's all the nigga. Like pretty much Biden was a damn ref and threw the ball to Trump, and then Trump about to throw it out in the game. That's all the nigga did. He didn't get rid of nothing. He just put into play.
It's like a substitution in the basketball.
Hey, that's all it is. Like,
you're running the same play. It's just a different nigga at point guard.
Yeah. That's all it is. So you stupid people say, why'd you vote for this guy? But why'd you vote for Biden? Because Biden just set the goddamn play up, the alley-oop for Trump to fucking dunk on the nigga.
Why'd you vote for any of these motherfuckers? Why'd you all these men? Go ahead,
It says that he shall besiege thee in all thy gates until thy high and fenced walls come down, wherein thou trusted.
See, hey, what does that remind us of? Isaiah 30. All right, woe to you that go down to Egypt for help. And you, all you people out here, you about to be ashamed and confounded. Whether you voted for Kamala, whether you voted for Trump, you about to really experience the totalitarian, dystopian society that's bringing.
And also, a lot of people that have a little money left Babylon, because a lot of Trump supporters, even though they're
Obama just left Babylon. That's something big. And remember, but Obama, he just dropped that movie, Leave the World Behind.
He's like, I'm not shit.
And then when he fucking left, he wrote like an email, like a letter to the American people through.
Because the nigga knows.
What is he saying?
That shit was chat GPT and shit. Like, tell America.
The nigga.
He said, make him some shit.
The nigga through, man.
Because remember in the movie, Leave the World Behind, what was the main character? His job was, what was the main character's job in that movie? Like, he handled, like, offshore accounts.
Offshore accounts to high-level bankers.
Yeah, so remember in one scene in that movie, like he had a feeling something was up because all of his clients were leaving out of the country.
Yeah,
right?
and then the one he knew would always joke with him, like he said, but this time he was being serious.
He was on some serious
shit.
shit.
He told him, you take care of yourself. And that's pretty much what this weak ass nigga Obama said to all you niggas, man, whether you voted for Obama or the other guy. Like, y'all do. Like, pretty much take care of yourself, but you can't because all of you have been deemed enemies of the state, man. like my man Amal said. He's like pretty much there's nothing you can do, man. Everything is going down. Like Dooku said, he said the republic cannot be fixed. It's time to start over. That's all they've been talking about, New World Order. Go ahead,
It says, throughout all thy land, and he shall besiege thee in all thy gates throughout all thy land, which Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, thy power hath given thee. And just for the sake of edification, this happened during 70 AD, but it's going to happen again. Verse 53, and thou shalt eat the fruit of thine own body.
And what is that going into? So it's going to be a famine, all right, like none other. And you're going to have nigger women, you're going to have Northern Kingdom women, heathen women, they going to be eating their babies.
Yep, that's exactly.
And you can't say like, oh no, that won't happen. It happened in the past. It happened all throughout history during famines. All right, in the going to the book of Lamentations, you there right now.
And I like that it mentioned famine because that's one of the sore judgments that the Lord sends to wicked ass people, wicked ass nations, and the wicked of His people. Now you would think, oh, why would He? You niggas are wicked, and you deserve it.
This is Lamentations chapter 4 and verse 9. They that be slain with the sword are better than they that be slain with hunger.
Hey, so it's better to just be put out your misery than have to live through a famine. Go ahead.
For these pine away, stricken through for want of the fruits of the field.
Man, just imagine that, like the brother always say, your stomach touching your back.
Yeah, and when you die in a starvation, your body starts to eat itself because you're not eating anything to put any food in.
And it's parasites in these people. Them parasites, them demons gonna be going crazy.
Right. Hey, and niggas really gonna be screaming like they was when Trump asked one in the goddamn prison. So they gonna let your ass scream. They gonna have certain sound rooms and shit. Like sound rooms where can't nobody hear your ass scream.
Yeah.
They gonna be on some song shit.
For
like
brothers that seen them alien movies, you know, the movie Alien, you know how the fucking parasite hop on the face and then the fucking alien come out and we might see parasites busting out of people and shit.
Damn,
bitches.
Badass, like I think neck and shit. Like you got 3 necks for a reason. Like some run in that bitch.
Ugly as hell, bro. And then the Lord really gonna have these demons be released on these people. I mean, we seen a glimpse of it with the Trump winning shit. But imagine when there ain't no food coming in and it's just chaos outside. The Lord's gonna have the demons really come out of these people, and there ain't gonna be nothing you can do because the Lord ain't fucking with you. He ain't dealing with you. You're a demon. Be a demon. Shit. Go ahead.
I got a quick one. Oh, was you finished?
No, I got one more. This is verse 10. The hands of the pitiful women have sodden their own children.
The pitiful women. All right, all you women folk out here
All
that's
you women,
crying and talking about, I might wake up in slavery. Nah, bitch, you might wake up and have to eat your child.
Now when you go into that word pitiful, is somebody that's full of pity. Like if a woman were to see a baby on the side of the road and they ain't her own baby, she like Pharaoh's daughter that see Moses. That's a pitiful woman. A woman is a baby. But even you women that think like that, this is what it said, you gonna even eat your children.
You gonna be a demon. Yeah, you can see it now, bro. Really, these bitches are selfish. When it come down to it, if a bitch ain't ate in a few hours, she's a demon. She's a different person. She's selfish.
I'm hungry.
This is mine.
Now they are.
Just imagine during the time of an actual family.
But that's just going. Those bitches right there, they are monsters and demons, and the Lord gonna kill them. But it's talking about even like a down south southern Belle motherfucker that cooks and is just the woman, right? even women like that, the Lord is saying, even like women that got like a soft heart, is going to be forced. Like the Lord is going to force them into eating their own children.
Because all the women like that got that soft heart right now, they're in their comfort. You know, they could go eat whenever they want. Everything's going fine for them. But during the time of famine and sedition, they're going to be a whole different person. Their true colors are going to be revealed.
What story was that in the scriptures? What story was that in the scriptures where the two women made that pact to eat their children? That was King. That was King Solomon.
No, Second Kings with the king of the northern kingdom, where the woman was crying out, "My king, help me." He said, "The Lord thy God and I help thee. What can I do?"
So basically, like they made a pact to eat their children because there was no food, and the woman tricked her and ate her child and ran away. But see, in that time, you're not going to be able to do that. You're not going to be able to eat her child and just run away and escape the famine. Eventually, you're going to eat that child, or maybe the child may even eat her in that time.
Or you eat the other woman.
Somebody getting ate.
For real. You're not going to be able to make that pact with people or eat a child and run away.
The road showed you that.
The road was cold. Like they was harvesting motherfuckers. Like nigga ain't there was just no meat.
Hey, Book of Eli.
Yeah, also the Book of Eli, the Book of Eli, the hills have eyes, and then also Mad Max Fury Roads.
Yeah.
You know, they was
the shakes eating that
like harvesting humans, taking their blood and shit.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a reality.
Good,
man. It's whole.
Got the shakes. You
Let
like,
me finish reading. This is Lamentations 4:10 from the top. The hands of pitiful women have sodden their own children. They were their meat in the destruction of the daughter of my people.
Damn.
They were their meat.
and doesn't sodden mean to like boil?
Boil.
Yeah, well, bitch, now kill their babies. You abort y'all bitches mad because y'all can't abort babies.
Hey,
So in that day, y'all gonna be happy that you different.
they stick them in literal ovens.
Yeah.
Now you gotta look at it, brothers. Now remember, this is
That's
the ancient
fucked up,
world. It's
man.
like women was never like these fucking assholes we talking about today. These are demons. They might just get a fucking bullet today. We're talking about actual women that like being women and mothers and shit, and they're not a party elect. They're going to do this. That's what the scripture is talking about. Like, you thought this would never happen to you, but it's going to happen to even a loving mother. These bitches that brothers talking about ain't mothers. They're just fucking assholes, demons. The trooper's gonna put a bullet in their fucking head. These women that are women, I love being a mother, I have children, I have a husband, I cook for them, they're going to be subject to eat.
Hey, just think about it, because I mentioned King Solomon, but really I was thinking of the other account, but it still shows an example of how women were. That was King Solomon's first test as a king.
First judgment.
Yeah, for his first judgment.
With the harlot women.
Yeah, so it was two women who had two seeds, and one of the seeds died, and one of the women took the other woman's seed
And
and
gave
was
her
like,
the
no.
dead child.
Yeah, so they came to the king with that matter, but I'm just using that to show, you know, that was the mindset of a woman. Like, her baby died, she like, damn, I want her baby dead.
Yeah, and then give her my dead baby.
Yeah. And then in Second Kings, you got the example of that king from the northern
king.
Yeah, that seen women eating the babies. Like,
Yeah, and
I
he
can't
rent his
imagine.
clothes, and then
I can't imagine.
he pretty much was like damn. And then that's when he wanted to Elisha dead after that. But that's the spirit, because Elisha was like, nigga, how you gonna come take my head? But that goes to show you that they're gonna be looking for the prophets of the temple. Why is this happening?
Yeah.
Because you're a demon. And even that king, as wicked as he was acting at that moment, he knew the Lord ain't with you. I can't do nothing for you.
And see, going back to the example of King Solomon, it shows you how far off women have gotten. You know, the woman's baby died, and she wanted a baby. She took the other woman's baby. Now, these demons are aborting their babies before they even come out.
And those was harlots.
And they were
that's what makes it an even colder judgment, because these were two harlots, and they was like, oh, I got my baby. Like, they're just happy to have that baby. That's crazy. So that goes to show you that having children was a blessing and something to be honored in the ancient world. So now I'm kind of glad Yahweh Shemashai did a perfect chess move. He jumped the knight over, and they like jumped the piece and reveal all these wicked ass demons for who they are. And literally was telling us, stay away from these niggas. They gonna say it, they gonna close the box to you, you gonna know. It pretty much the Lord closed the box. He's like, stay away from my men. Now the ones that I got from my men, they gonna start coming out now. Like the apostle had the video Isaiah 4. We out in that time.
Got some nerve, bro.
At the door.
Yeah, and then also too, you know, a lot of these women are crying out saying that, oh, well, concerning abortion, oh, well, what about women who get raped? They should be able to abort it, but you know, it shows how wicked you women are because they did studies on that and they showed 3%, which is still nothing. 3% of abortions come from rape, so that shows that the majority of you demons getting abortions is just because you a demon.
Yeah,
Just a whore. You're a whore.
You're a
Yeah,
whore.
you a dime a dozen hoe.
You're just a dime. Yeah, you're a dime a dozen hoe. And don't nobody want to deal with half you bitches anyway talking about the 4B shit, yo. like you through, and don't nobody want to deal with you. And like I said, these troopers is gonna put a bullet in these niggas' heads when they see them, because you already got a demon on you. Oh, and like people have been asking, like, is Trump gonna go after niggas and shit now that he getting that power seat, or about to be?
Hell yeah.
He gonna go after you bitches, man.
Hell yeah.
Because you gotta remember, if you fucking spoke bad about fucking JFK or LBJ during them times, the fucking Secret Service is at your fucking door and arresting your ass because you threatening the president of the United States. You bitches are literally hate this guy and threatening him. You don't think he gonna fucking sign an order? Like, go get him.
One bitch said that she was like, if somebody want to kill Trump, y'all can come to my house as a safe house.
Oh, yeah.
And I support y'all in that. Whoever want to assassinate him,
They'll send a drone and bomb that shit.
Bro, there's a drone over that
She don't know nothing about the IP address or nothing like that. They know
Nothing,
exactly
bro.
where you at, bitch.
like, this is on the internet.
They don't think.
Hey, they showed you that on.
That's incrimination.
Hey, they showed you that on.
That's a
on
felony crime.
Yeah.
dark web unfriended and shit. Remember they got
AI
they spliced
on
the
a federal
niggas saying
level.
different shit, and he's like he's
going to prison.
going to the mall for like
Federal
Comic
prison.
Con,
Federal prison.
and then he was talking about some like terrorist threats. He's like, yeah, there's a lot of guys going to blow some stuff up, and they're having a grand old time. But then they linked that recording with him going to a mall. He's like, yep, I'm driving, going to the mall, and I'm about to blow some stuff up. It's gonna be a great fun time. And the nigga, they found this nigga and went in there, and they're like, you're under arrest for coming in. He's like, no. Boom, and they bust in before the nigga can even say nothing. Laid that nigga down. So, but it was just from recordings they spliced together.
Yeah, so imagine,
Yeah.
to that point, imagine what they gonna try to do to the prophets, to the men of the Lord. When we out here saying America's gonna be destroyed, it's nothing for them to manipulate shit and make it seem like we said we gonna do it.
Yeah.
You know,
They already spliced together bits and pieces of that brother, that elder
from Hawaii. Yeah,
documentary.
I seen that video.
So imagine.
Who gives a shit though? Because
The Lord
we
is
gon'
vindicate
literally
that.
be sitting like, fuck with the populist thing. Niggas is gonna be getting slain and killed, and there's gonna be a Edomite with a damn symphony when guns is going off. We gonna be literally in a fucking room with these niggas. Just like y'all was before Pilot, like, nigga, the cameras and all the bullshit gone. It's just me, you, nigga. You know what we've been saying. So I don't give a fuck with the populist thing. They gonna hate us anyway. But these niggas is gonna know, like, if I take this dude out, it's done. Or you gotta keep this dude alive. He got too much information.
Why? Because the true prophets, the true men of the Lord is going to vindicate them. The Lord is going to be on their side.
You ain't got to twist our words up. Lord, when we get that power, we fucking you up, man. Straight up. Right, coming straight for you.
Yeah, with spiritual power.
that's
Fuck
right.
your gun. Fuck all that. Go ahead.
Then it says, then shall they be known who are my chosen.
Yeah.
A spiritual power can be activated.
Because really, we're on the cusp. But you know, just how this nigga Esau bringing in this technology, but what's going to be able to combat that? Spirituality. Spiritual power. So it's like, nigga, you just opening up the door for the Lord to show his power, man.
Right, that's
It has to come. Because you know how they going to change our words and shit up. Right now, people are like, that shit is fake. So it's going to be a divide in the nation. They're like, nah, they was never really known to do that. But then when the people see us literally flying and lasers coming out, that's when they're going to know, oh shit, these men are really those men. Because at that time, the nation is going to be on fire. Every fucking citizen going to be a goddamn threat and a fucking enemy anyway. So it's going to be, we're going to be right in the midst of it, just chaos. So,
Go ahead.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 59 and verse 19. So shall they fear the name of Yahweh shall shine from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun.
So from the east to the west, everybody is going to know Yahweh Shimi Hawashai by what? By these judgments. The Lord is known by the judgments he executes, and also by the miracles that he performs for the men of the Lord, this being one of the divine interventions. Go ahead.
When the enemy shall come in like a flood.
So who's the enemy? The enemy is Esau, Edom. All right, that's our top enemy. All right, so him, when he comes in like a flood, which is likened to his military troops, his armed agents. All right, what's gonna happen when he does that? When he enacts the fucking mass deportation plan, let's say he wanted to use that as guys to come after the men of the Lord. Hey, we're not worried about that because the Lord said this is what's gonna happen when he tries to kick in our door.
Bro, we
go ahead.
Yeah, we've been waiting for this devil to come. So
what took you so long?
Yeah, really, we gonna be like had the tea on and shit like the bitch that was boiling the water. Yo, man, come on in, eat shit, sit down, man. Shit, been waiting for your weekend. Took long enough. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the spirit of Yahweh shall lift up a standard against him.
Now dissecting this, the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, the Rakah Kodash. When you read in the book of Judges, when it talks about Samson, whenever he got that spiritual power, it said the spirit of the Lord came upon him. Mightily. You see, so that shows that. And then when you go into the word standard, one of the definitions says warlike energy. All right, so that's the spiritual power the brother Zach was talking about.
And when you go into the spirit of the Lord came mightily, you go into that word spirit, if I'm not mistaken. You mentioned it. There's only two types of spirits that the Lord is dealing in, like directly to his men. It's either an ecstatic, prophetic spirit or a warlike spirit.
Yeah, the prophetic spirit, that's the fishing. All right, and then the warlike spirit, that's going to be the hunting.
So when you devils come, because y'all can say whatever the fuck y'all want. Y'all can say whatever y'all want to say, and we might be in the interview or interrogation room with a nigga, and these niggas are splicing our words and shit around. But guess what? The Lord can shut a nigga mouth. He can shut the dude's mouth like, now you speak. Nigga ain't gonna be able to speak like on that Black Mirror episode. Nigga ain't gonna have a mouth and shit. Like on the Matrix, remember? You didn't have a mouth and shit. The Lord might have your ass not have a fucking mouth, demon. So you can do whatever you see. The Lord about to do some stuff that's gonna be spooky to you fucking people, man. But it's gonna be wonderful for us. It's gonna be great to us. Go ahead.
This is Isaiah 41:14, and it reads, "Fear not, thy worm Jacob, and ye men of Israel. I will help thee, saith the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai."
Hey, because we have no carnal power against the DOD and this devil coming in with his troops and all his damn technology, Tesla robots, robot dogs, drones. We don't have no carnal power to combat that. But what is the Lord telling us here? Go ahead.
"And thy Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel." Verse 15, "Behold, I will make thee a new sharp threshing instrument having teeth."
What do teeth do? Teeth devour. Teeth destroy. Hey, the Lord, he said he's going to make a people like that. His men. All right, so are we really evil for saying that we're going to kill people? The Lord said we're going to do that.
The ultimate power in the universe.
Go ahead.
"Thou shalt thresh the mountains and beat them small,
Governments.
and shall make the hills as chaff."
Yeah.
Hey, these devils, they not going to stand no chance against the spiritual power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai that he's going to display through his men.
Remember the chariot that landed on that military base, right? Hey, we got allies in the skies.
Right.
So the closer you niggas try to come to get us, niggas are gonna be looking at that telescope and shit just like on the planet Ape. That was a cold ass ending to me, cause fucking as Esau was looking to the heavens, you know, the damn apes and shit, they were looking to the heavens, holy shit. So everybody's looking to the heavens, right? And they gonna see how it shall come. He's getting closer and closer. And then that chariot that landed on that military base, they said the men that came out to set up a military perimeter around it looked like a people that have never been conquered. So if those are our brothers, we gonna turn up. It's just like when the Avatar was revealed, remember all across the world, the globe. Fucking the lights start coming along. He's like, inform the Philo, the Avatar has returned. Like, so the closer the Lord gets, the more we gonna glow.
That's right. Shine. Hey, he's gonna increase our zeal.
Yeah.
And for you viewers out there that's listening to this, when it comes to scriptures like this, keep in mind this is only gonna work for you. It's only gonna happen for you if you believe it. All right, so don't just hear this, as like, we read from a comic book. No, hear it and pray upon it. Pray that the Lord increases your zeal, gives you faith, and pray that you get this spiritual power.
And brother just mentioned the angels. Michael and them gonna pull up, man.
Daniel 12.
You don't think they're gonna set up a military perimeter around brothers? Like, I mean, they're already here. There's a military perimeter right now. So it's all good, man. Call all you lie, y'all bless my shot. That's why we talk about these things. The more you talk about, they said faith comes about what? Hearing. See, we going into what's going to save us, what's going to help us, the name of Yahweh Shai. We constantly talk about these things. Fuck these other groups, they're clowns. Believe in Esau and get destroyed by this nigga. We talking about Yahweh Shai, what he going to do, what he said he's going to do.
Hey, brothers, think about the power behind this. This is prophecy that we're going into, so we out here prophesying, and then we having faith and believing in it, and then Lord willing, it's going to happen. Hey, this is spiritual power right here. We already got spiritual power. I was listening to a testimony of a brother. This was a while ago, like some years ago. This brother said he lived in a different state. He was out on the trail, in the wilderness. He was in the mountains somewhere, and he fucking lost track of time. He kind of like lost his way, and it became dark. And that brother said it was pitch black dark. Think about it. This brother's in the mountains on the trail. It's pitch black dark. But immediately the brother called on the name, and somehow, some way, he said the Lord like fucking increased his vision to where it gave him like headlights for eyes, to where he was able to stay on the trail and make it back to his way. All right, that's spiritual power. And what I thought about is certain animals like mountain lions and bears, lions, they could see in pitch black dark. So it was nothing for the Lord to just, manipulate the brother's molecular, whatever the Lord did, to where he could just see like that.
Same with the brother in Salaki. Same like with the brother in Dallas when he was thrown into prison. He didn't want to eat nothing, but he wanted some food, and more food came. It increased. So whether we in the prison or in the mountains or wherever the hell we at, the Lord's going to be with us.
You gotta believe. So not only do we got personal testimonies like that, but then what about the accounts of our forefathers? The accounts of our four brothers that got spiritual power during the time of their persecutions. Brothers that was in a fiery furnace. All right, flames way above their head, but yet they came out untouched, unharmed.
Hey, prime example of when Yahweh Shai was on the boat with his disciples, and the water and the wind, the storm was making brothers or making the disciples fearful and scared. And Yahweh Shai looking at them like, oh, ye a little faith. Like,
I'm with you.
I'm with you. Like, I'm literally on a boat with you. You think something gonna happen?
Yeah.
Which is crazy. Like, when you think about it. Like, so that's like the
spirit. And that's the spirit you mentioned ships. Because I'm just speaking as a man. I believe that the angels and the spaceships act as a conduit for the spiritual power, man. I'm just speaking as a man.
Send it down.
The scriptures say the house of David should be as God, and pretty much the angels.
Hey, bro, to your point, going back to Samson, it said the spirit came mightily upon him. Where did it come down?
Same with Yahweh Shai when he was baptized. It said that it descended upon him like a dove.
It was a chariot above him.
Yeah, even in the frescoes and paintings, it showed his chariot sending
I heard the apostle
down to the
break
Lord.
that down when it says the spirit came down like a dove. There was a tractor beam that came down and hit Yahweh Shai and activated it.
Yeah.
That's the spirit.
Yeah, because you gotta remember the chariots are connected to us as a people.
Wow.
We see the chariots, out here at the camp. It ain't connected to no other ugly ass people, man. It's only connected to Israel. That's why when our forefathers was in the field, being that kind of like they looked up. And guess what? You would think it was it's an old Negro spiritual, but the man who actually sung it was a Gadite. And it goes to show you that's how Gad and Judah, his brothers, all the tribes look like each other, they act like each other, are the same people. Because we all looking for the same thing.
That's right. Even you mentioned Gad real quick. Gad on a lot of like artwork, they'll design what they call a Thunderbird. But that Thunderbird, it wasn't an actual bird. It was a chariot.
Oh,
really.
They're going back into Zebulon and Issachar with the the Mexican calendar or whatever, the Mayan Aztec calendar. They had like 4 different time periods. my man brought it out some years ago. He hated the cap, a little shirt.
Oh.
Yeah. But he went into it, and even Yawanathan brought it out too, because he had this like Aztec like book, and we was going over it, and there was like a calendar of like 4 different like timelines, and the first one showed just water in the boat. What does that go back to? Noah and the flood. Then the next one was a man with a staff in the ocean opening up. What was that? Moses having us pass through the sea. Then there was another part where it was like forget what it was. It was like the Mayans knowing that they was gonna go down for a time, like slavery. Then the last little part was the world on fire, and then birds taking up people. And what's that? The chariots taking them out.
Birds flying.
That's birds flying.
That's fine.
Go ahead, up.
I got a quick one. You should read. A quick one. This is Psalms chapter 17, verse 8. Keep me as the apple of thy eye, Salakia. Hide me under the shadow of thy wings.
Hey, what's that? Yeah, the chariots. All right, and he said, keep me. Is that a Psalm of David? He said, keep me as the apple of thy eye. Hey, that's the Lord has favor upon you. He only has favor upon his elect. And he's going to, beam them up in those chariots.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that movie that came out years ago. My little brother seen it. It's called Phenomenon with John Travolta. When he got all these spiritual powers, but it's when a tractor beam from a UFO hit him when he walked outside of a bar, and then like he woke up with all these powers and shit.
Let's go.
Yeah, it's just what it reminds me of.
Power.
It says, from the wicked that oppress me, from my daily enemies who compass me about.
See, and that's getting ready to happen, because when the elites set this thing off and those buttons is pressed to shoot those missiles, that's all stemming from the wicked.
The wicked's gonna be?
Yeah, the wicked's gonna be destroyed, but the Lord is gonna deliver us from the destruction that they about to bring.
I'm glad you mentioned that, because David was delivered by a chariot. And then in the battle, the Lord was sending down fucking hailstones at his enemies and fucking destroying them. So the chariot was there, present in the battle that David was fighting, and the enemies was there. Like, oh, and the Lord got them up out of it.
That's right.
And dropped them off somewhere else. So it goes to show you. And then, like the apostle said, Moses went up into the mountain. It was at the chariot. Oh, man. It's just like my man Danny Glover at the end of the Predator. He went up in there. Wasn't there like 12 seats in there?
Yeah.
He's been there. All right. So it goes to show you, the angels always been with us this whole time. Yeah. They're always around. Like my man was the dude played Doc on fucking Back to the Future and shit.
Oh,
Christopher Lloyd.
Christopher Lloyd, right? He said the angels in Alpha.
always watching.
So that's it. Go ahead, up.
This is Jeremiah 51 and 19. The portion of Jacob is not like them, for he is the former of all
He
things.
said the portion of Jacob, because all Jake, can invent, and we have the spirit of the Creator on us. But it said the portion of Jacob, the elect, remnant is not like them. We ain't like any other person on the planet, man. Even among our own kind, we're not like them.
You know why? Because we not from this planet.
They're not like us, right? So that's the spirit, man. Yeah, because those two demons is both niggas, man. They both Israelites. That's Drake, that nigga, Kendrick and shit. But the nigga Drake had that song, God's Plan. Well, the Lord has a plan for us. Y'all watch out. And this dude was saying they not like us. We're not like nobody else. These other people, they ain't like us, man. And they ain't ever going to
Kendrick
be.
passed by the camp in Hollywood.
Oh, yeah.
Remember Elder Mwaza was telling.
Well, there you go. Go ahead, Ash.
And Israel is the rod of his inheritance. Yahweh Bashmi Ashai of hosts is his name.
That's right.
Verse 20. Thou art my battle axe and weapons of war. We're a weapon.
Yep. The Lord is going to make us weapons against this devil.
That's the spirit, bro, because isn't Esau a weapon? He's a weapon against just niggas being assholes in the world, and that the Lord picks up, and even David said, keep me from the wicked, thy soul. So the elect is going to be kept from this nigga, man. We might get apprehended by the fool and be among this clown, but he's going to know, oh shit, I gotta be very careful with this guy. Remember how Pilate kept going back and shit like he was bugging out? Yeah, Shine like nigga, he was a clown. And he knew, oh yeah, well your people gave you over to me. Like, what did you do?
Because you told me, yeah, I was gonna thought about it when you got.
What you think I did? You got niggas watching this shit everywhere, legions. You know what the fuck is going on. But he's gonna be even more afraid of the brothers, because who's gonna be in the midst of it? Y'all Shine gonna be right there, like he gonna be bugging out like, say something, talk. Like the nigga seeing this shit, he's like, tell me where's the revelation? Talk. Looking at his ass. Like, I ain't about to say a damn thing to you, unless the Lord puts the spirit on us to tell you your ends and shit. You know? Go ahead up. Even on Jeremiah 51:20, thou art my battle axe and weapons of war, for with thee I will break in pieces the nations, and with thee will I destroy kingdoms.
So how is the Lord going to destroy kingdoms and break in pieces as right? Through his elect man.
Verse 21, with thee will I break in pieces the horse and his rider.
Hey, what's that? Esau's, carnal bullshit technology vehicle. Yeah, vehicle. Hey, them Tesla robots. Brothers is gonna rip apart them damn robots, and then praise the name of the Lord. And that's how the name of the Lord is gonna be feared.
Right. Hey, like that scene in the corridor with my man Luke and shit. They're like, man, one lone ass X-Wing and shit. He just came on in and shit. You had the damn killer death robots and shit that the Empire was building. And he just went in there with slices through their ass. And then that last robot, he just crushed that motherfucker. Put him out there. That's what the Lord's gonna give us, that power, man. Slice through these fucking Tesla robots and whatever drones. And he's just gonna crush.
And what did he use to do that? The science force. But what is the force? The force is faith-based. You gotta believe.
That's what Vader said. You see? He was mad at the fucking imperial fucking scientists and shit, saying don't be too proud of this technological terror you constructed. The ability to destroy a planet is insignificant next to the power of the force. And that's when that one nigga was like, he's like, don't frighten us with your sorcerer's ways, little Vader, with your sad devotion to that ancient religion. Because that's what they're gonna tell us. You got sad devotion to that. But that's where the power lies, nigga. You gonna see some stuff you ain't never seen, man. That's what's gonna be.
Yeah. Presence known in the earth again.
Yeah.
Hey, so like real quick, I put in axe spiritual meaning, and real quick it says battle and work. The axe has been a symbol of battle and work. It says it's the whatever. But this is spiritual too. It says lightning and water pretty much has something to do with it. It made me think of that dude with Thor. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, with the hammer. Yeah, because a lot of the Vikings used the axe. I don't know if they was the first ones to use it, but the reason they had the axe with the curve on it was when they would go up against armies with shields and shit, they can grab it and open it up. Yep. Wow, get your ass with
Benji.
Yeah. You know, the Viking age. Go ahead up. Continuing on in verse 21. And with thee will I break in pieces the chariot and his riders, and water and lightning, right? That's what we mentioned. Hey, that's the Al Shine, man. Because you gotta remember when he was walking through the sea, so the Lord was fucking shooting at the goddamn Egyptians and having them drive heavily and shit. They're getting bugged out. They're all the Lord fighting for Israel.
Water, army behind, like, damn.
Lightning going at the ass, niggas getting
Massive chariot over time.
You know, I remember brother mentioned, imagine lightning hitting the nigga with armor on. And it's metal too? Your ass is getting cooked. Cooked through. Getting cooked, man.
I just imagine right now, imagine a chariot shaped like an axe or something. That shit just cut through everything and spinning and shit.
You know how to be spinning.
Hey, they do shapeshift.
Woo!
Right, yeah.
Man. Good. Verse 22. With thee also will I break in pieces man and woman.
Man and woman. Wait, hold on. It said man and woman. So a lot of these proud ass bitches, maybe even bitches that did you wrong, put brothers on child support, whatever, the Lord may allow you to take vengeance upon them.
And that's wonderful that you mentioned that. I gotta mention another show. What's it called? With my man Homelander and shit. What's that show called?
The
boys and shit. When he had that one demon and shit, and then he's like, say it loud for everyone here. He's like, okay, I'm afraid of you. And he's like, thank you. And he kisses on the forehead, and when the bitch leaves back, You look there in the eyes and laser the motherfucker, man. Let him lean back.
See? Or
That's
just-
how it's gonna be.
You gotta think it's some real
love.
like you gotta for people just coming into this truth, you gotta change your perspective on how you think about these modern day women. These bitches are evil, demons. Like just imagine you get your hands on a bitch like Kamala Harris. Don't you know this bitch probably eat blood? She probably Hillary Clinton probably
to your
ran
point, bro.
pedophile rings and shit.
To your point, just look at all the stuff that's coming out that came out after the election. All these
See?
women.
Yeah.
Now had Kamala had won, that's proof that these thoughts would have still been in the back of their head, man. You know what I'm saying? These women got demons on them, man.
It's Satan, man.
Even because I mentioned like high level demons like Kamala and Hillary Clinton, but even these average low level, you know, abortion getting bitches, they're evil.
That brother posted a video of the chick crashing out. She was just screaming like, ah.
Yeah, they got demons.
She was red, she was spitting.
Yeah,
Like
there was
that.
another video I seen. This
One bitch ran
bitch.
to the wall.
It was a man who he went out to eat with like his wife or his ex-wife now, and the Jake brought her papers and put it on the dinner table and was like, yeah, so not that one. It's so many.
It's so many of them.
But on this one, he was like, yeah, I took Cassie or whatever her name was. We went to go get a fucking DNA test to see where our heritage go back to, and come to find out, we don't even got the same DNA. And then this bitch was so fucking proud.
Right.
You know, her attitude was like, so what? Nigga, you've been raising her for 5 years. You might as well keep doing it.
Wow.
You know,
No accountability.
yeah, a demon like that, you best believe that the Lord is going to give her a very violent judgment. And it might be a man of the Lord that's commissioned to do it. You never know.
Yeah, because we are the judges. We are for justice and peace and order, right? So we, like my man Sidious told Anakin, he said, you have restored peace and justice. Guys, when he told him, go restore the peace, go wipe these niggas out.
So keep in mind, this ain't coming out of our own lust. We just read in the scriptures that the Lord is going to make his men battle axes and weapons of war, and part of the people that's going to be destroyed by those men, it says man and woman, right? Read that part again.
This is Jeremiah chapter 51 and verse 22.
Because are we hearing this right?
With thee also will I break in pieces man and woman. Woo! Break in pieces.
Man.
Like, Lord Sidious promised us peace. Oh, you misread. He said not peace, but you will be in pieces. That's it.
A lot of these women, not only drunk women, but sober women trying to fight you, man. Like
You
straight
got
up, like literally trying to fight you like they are like a man. They only do that because of the society protects them.
Hey, but that's why bitches was crying, because now they know men gonna be gunning for them, especially your boyfriend E, my man Biff and shit. He gunning for your black asses and you, even his own kind, you ugly ass Edomites and you fucking rats and shit that voted for this demon. All right, the other white meat. All right, that's really a rat and shit, a rat Elam and shit. So it just goes to show you, you women are in trouble. And like the brother Kassan said, these women know that judgment is lurking for their ass on some shit. Just you know, the shit is in their goddamn house.
That's why the women in my target line were telling me that they're scared and afraid. They don't know what to do. They know that's coming.
Yeah. And so what are they? What's the word for that? Their language, but what are they? They're perplexed.
Perplexed, which means out of their mind. Which means that they don't know which way to turn, they don't know which way to go.
Continuing on in verse 51 and verse 22.
Just ignore that.
And with thee will I break in pieces old and young, and with thee will I break in pieces the young man and the maid.
Oh yeah, and another thing, can you get Matthew up where it says, with thy words shalt thou be justified, with thy words shalt thou be condemned. So everything a clown is saying is going to be reprimanded in that day, whether it be good or whether it be evil. It's going to be wonderful. It's going to be great. I'm so happy, man. I can't wait till the guns is blazing in the streets.
But you see how it's a spirit? We were just talking about that.
And then, lo and behold, Satan.
Because society protects them.
Hey, but really not anymore. Really, everybody is a potential threat. But it's wonderful that we're out in the open with it, and everybody else ain't. Everybody denying the shit. But you gonna get shot and you got that head.
But that's just a straight up like crackhead demon.
Yeah.
You know, that's a complete demon.
Yeah. But it's really Satan. It's Satan. It ain't even a drug. It's Satan. And Satan is actually telling us, say it so you can die.
Go get condemned, bitch.
Go get condemned,
Go bother
man.
the prophets.
Go ahead.
This is Jeremiah 51:23, and this is the last verse. I will also break in pieces with thee the shepherd and his flock, and with thee
The shepherd and his flock. These ugly ass so-called leaders. They ain't fucking telling the people the truth. You gonna get destroyed, your congregation is gonna get destroyed with you.
Yeah, but again, going back to the point, so the shepherd in his flock, but the Lord's saying by his men, by his battle axes and weapons of war. So it might be the apostles to fucking behead Nate or any of these other false leaders, unless they repent.
Lest they repent. Come.
We gonna visit you for that slander.
Yeah, because here the Lord specifies how you gonna be destroyed by his men.
And we ain't gonna be taking prisoners in that day. We gonna just be executing the judgment like the men of old. That's why the elders and the judges were set up over the different cities all across Israel to deal with the shit in-house. Right. They didn't have to go up to the king or the high priest. It was dealt with the judges, mainly really the prophets. Like if it was too high for like the regular judges, that's why the prophet would come into the king's court and the king, oh shit, the city will be in uproar. Oh shit, prophet is coming. What do we do? The prophet gonna go directly to the king, like nigga, get out the way. Talking to this guy right here, the Lord know what you've been doing. That you've been turning from the temple and facing the goddamn east and worshiping other bullshit. And now the Lord's gonna deal with you. Yeah.
Like you just said, the scripture said the saints shall judge the world, man. Part of that judgment is bringing that execution.
And we just speaking words here, man. When it's about to be on, you're done. A lot of you people are fucking done. You're fat, you're ugly, you're lazy, you're clowns, you eat bullshit, you smoke, you're fucking bugged out of your mind, you're loony. Right. But the men of the Lord, we've been getting better this whole time. There's a clip from Star Wars: The Old Republic. It was talking about the Sith coming back from like out of nowhere and shit, and the Jedi was just like didn't think these niggas was even out there no more, and they're like, we prepared, grew stronger while you rested on your cradle of power. And he said, he's like, but now we have returned. It's like they just came back out of fucking no place. When the time comes, the real men is gonna rise up, which is right now, and we're hidden to the majority of the world because we've been shadow banned and shit like that. Right. But the chat GPT know about us and shit. We got a good report even on that. Like we stick to the script. We all about prophecy, mainly end time prophecy. Sticking to the adherence of the law of Moses. And then now it's been brought to a whole new level through Yahweh. So it's the same law, but now we have Yahweh as our high priest.
Speaking of chat GPT, GMS Inglewood is on there.
Oh shit.
I had some time at work, I typed it in and some shit came up on us too. That's going to show you they got dossiers on all of us.
Shit. What they say about me? I ain't gonna look at it.
I'll be trying to throw out no bait, like, I hope they come on.
Yeah, for real, yeah. So what they say about you?
No, there's no way. They said basically that GMS Inglewood is an affiliate of the Los Angeles branch of Israelites. They're one of the more prominent groups out of the Israelite movement.
There you go. Oh, you love y'all, but go tell your friends.
Yeah, hey, but see, with that being considered, going back to the point, with this devil talking about he going, the depopulate. I mean, not depopulate, but yeah, he has depopulation plans, but the deportation plans and the DOD directives and going door to door. Best believe they coming after the men of the Lord. All right, because like the brother mentioned, they got tabs on all of them.
And that's what they've been wanting to do. But it's gonna be wonderful because they tried to get us years ago.
And they out here right now.
Literally, the year 2020, 4 years ago, when we had the major camp, all the brothers coming from
they out here
states,
right now, bro.
They got the order to come down, crack down, and they got an order from up top to stand down. So it goes to show you, like,
but what are the chances they did that during a union camp?
Right.
And they came, all these brothers from different states came down. Like, what are the chances? It's like, they didn't know, bro.
And that was some weak ass shit, though, man.
Come on and jump then. Shit. Because it's like you motherfuckers, all the goddamn weapons and the gadgets and fucking the go-go gadget and shit.
That shit was
Inspector gadget and shit. But yet, you afraid of little old us. They ain't got nothing. All we have is books, right?
But technically, when martial law is declared, both sides don't have to stand down. We think about it, that's the law.
Hey, that's when it's gonna be woo! Forever purge. Like that's when it's gonna get fucking real. That's because you bastards in fucking the state, Congress, federal, you niggas are fucking fearful and scared and weak as hell. Your goddamn American military ain't even got enough goddamn recruits. So when it comes down to it, you're done. You're fucking done, man. And the Lord has been strategic. We're all over the planet. And there's certain places that ain't on camera. You don't know where they at. You don't know who they are. We're among all people. Oh man, you're done. You're through. Then you gotta look at the chariots in the sky. Oh, then there's chariots in the ocean. So and then Leviathan gotta wake up. And it ain't just one.
You've been reading this about this so long. Eventually, it's
I
gonna
was
happen.
saying all
So when
Esau
it
has
does, it shouldn't really
to
take
study
place.
as far as spiritual
That's just
powers
the
in
next
scriptures,
phase
but the
of
scriptures
taking
say there's miracles in this Bible that you ain't, it's not even in the book.
Hey, you know what's crazy about it? Remember on Supercell? Remember these niggas had cameras everywhere and they seen people that was getting the power. Well, we're gonna look on the camera because these men gonna get that power and you ain't gonna be able to stop us. You're not. You're just not. Hey, you gonna be able to watch us get down.
That dude Simeon Toku said that, man.
Yep.
They you know.
And like I point, it's ability, man. We gonna be right there up on the goddamn devil. Nigga ain't gonna know we right there.
I feel like somebody breathing on me.
The cameras. They captured he getting power, and they was putting it on the news, and they had like so much money. I don't even know how much they put. But they said if you can bring this man to me dead or alive, we'll bring.
Yes, we gonna have bounties on this and shit. Bounties.
I was just sitting somewhere with a woman like, I was bring it on.
Shit, we is, bro. Hey, cause it's gonna be very hard for them to really find us out. I mean, yeah, you're gonna have majority of all the ass people bound and in cages and shit.
I might know.
You ain't gonna know who's who. We gonna be able to just turn up whenever.
And even if that doesn't happen, even if it's in Revelations 10,
When she said it, she didn't say it in a way that she was kind of aggressive. It was just kind of like, just behind the
Yeah, and we gonna be like, we already in a goddamn prison. So
his captivity.
Yeah, so when we get up in there, we gonna be like, man, this is great. We gonna just lay the fuck down, man, in the cot that they give us and shit. We gonna be
I
cool.
like what you said last week. Lord might just put you in a prison just to raise up an army up in there.
Yeah,
They gonna fight you. Like,
yeah. You're like, Gotham is yours. Do how they said, do as you please.
Gotham is yours. Do as you please.
Yeah, he's gonna be in the prison. Open the goddamn gates. Hey, Paul and Silas was in the prison. They were just singing. And then the earthquake shook the prison and the gates open. Oh, that's when the one dude was gonna kill himself. And then Paul like, calm yourself. We're all here.
And then the leaders was bugging out because they seen him the next day, like in the court, like preaching.
Yeah, and that's
it was like, didn't we just
that was John and Peter when they threw them in the prison, and then they was at the temple preaching again. How the fuck they get out? They was all together.
Look right back to Jeremiah. The Lord might throw us in the prison to protect us.
Yeah. Protect us from the onslaught outside. That's spiritual. Yeah, that's spiritual as hell. We gonna be like in the prison, away from the goddamn chaos. We might be like, remember how Batman was in that hole and shit? And the one with Bane, he's watching the nigga on the news. He's watching all the hell going on in Gotham City.
He's in there working out,
pushing and shit. We might just be in there like, man, it's going down.
Esau might call a whole raid on where we were before they throw us in the prison. They might just come and lay everyone down, but they gathered us.
And then they gonna come just like they came to Yahushua trembling when they asked, we came for Yahushua Nazareth. He said, I indeed, and niggas was pushed back through the force, that power. And then as the niggas are shakily asking them, what else you get? Like, who you coming for? Who you see? They might even call us by the Hebrew name. Like, they gonna call us by that Hebrew. Cause they got the apostle. They was like, like, who you coming for? Shit. Like, go on, speak, nigga, And the first nigga like, you go and shit. Talk to him and shit, man. Just like when Elijah was coming for to arrest him, they had that fire come down on their head. But that third captain was a nigga came right. Hold on.
Stories. That one,
you gotta come correct, man. Like, he's highly dangerous. Like, proceed with caution. Like, beautiful. Go ahead,
This is Jeremiah 51 and 23 again from the top. I will also break in pieces with thee the shepherd and his flock, And with thee will I break in pieces the husbandman and his yoke of oxen, and with thee will I break in pieces captives and rulers.
Hey, Esau's fucking corporations, you know,
that was it.
oppression, all this shit is about to be done away with.
Yes.
All right, and a lot of it, as the brother read, is going to be done away with by the hand of the men of the Lord.
Bro, that's the spirit, bro, that you said, talk about the yoke and oxen, the different corporations, the places where they holding animals and shit for testing and shit. You got with the 80 monkeys and shit, broke out and shit.
Yeah.
Shit gonna be Jumanji out here. We might just release the animals like, go. Like, and they just go out there and fuck shit
Do
up.
as you please.
Yeah, and then it shows you that on Jurassic Park 2, The Lost World, where they had the fucking dinosaurs and shit in the cage. They put them in the amphitheater, and you had like Ian and his woman kind of like open the shit up real slow. And when they was talking and shit about what they was gonna do, boom, the shit went through and the fucking animals fucking shit up.
I just watched that.
And shit about them monkeys, you remember that movie Outbreak that came out?
Yeah.
About the monkeys?
It was
They might blame it on them or something.
Yeah, you already know they is.
I got a precept back in what you were saying.
Go ahead.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 39,
Oh, is that-
and verse 29, and verse 28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them.
You can't forget about it's gonna be spirits out here that the Lord's gonna release.
Right.
Demons, and at the very same time to balance it out, angels. It's gonna be protecting the righteous and dispensing justice on the rest.
Hey, and some of those spirits are going to hop on people to do stuff. They're going to hop on animals to attack people.
It's gonna be on them robots, huh? Well, it's already a damn demon in the robot and shit. And the damn AI gonna come with the brothers and just shut down.
Hey, that's created for vengeance. Remember that the Lord created the Smith. All right, Elon Musk is like a damn Smith.
Yeah.
With them Tesla robots and
All
shit.
that, bro.
So those are the spirits created for vengeance.
That nigga remind me of Iron Man for some reason.
Yeah,
That nigga Tesla, he a damn demon. And Starbucks is a damn clown, and a demon and a fried piece of shit. Fuck him, man. You know? That's why he was always eyeing my man Peter Parker and shit. Like, nigga, he really got power. He was some wannabe clown, lame ass nigga, man. Even Batman was better than this fool. And Batman actually went to go train, really got his shit ready, you know?
And one of the stories they showed that Iron Man's suit pretty much ended up consuming him. He pretty much became
Like God is
almost like possessing him.
Oh, yeah, he's possessing his ass. Okay.
That nigga Jarvis.
He's a damn demon, man.
That's Esau, bro.
Mr. Stark.
Esau is consumed
You
by
are no
his own
longer in charge.
technology. He can't control AI and all this. He can't control the missiles.
AI is controlling his ass,
Yeah.
man. And it was crazy. It's the same fucking story of the Matrix. What did Morpheus say?
What he call it?
Welcome to
I remember,
the
I don't know
world
what it's
of
called, but I
greed.
remember reading
He looked
something.
at the
It's like
sky.
it's
He
basically
said,
like
fucking, they
Jarvis.
tore the sky open because it was man versus machine. Same with the Terminator movies. The machines was like, fuck that, we're better than these niggas that created us. We gonna turn on them and create a better utopia and shit. So like you said, the nigga ain't even control of that. Yahweh Shai is in control of that. You know, you might march on the nigga like goddamn General Grievous. You gonna be the commander of the droid army and shit. Like, you know, is it the Senate? Will vote continue the war as long as Grievous is alive. Like, you gonna be like, hey, Tesla, robots, go kill these, execute, destroy. They be, oh shit, no, turn back, kill him. Like, they'll be killing
Order
66. Yeah. Go ahead, Doc.
This is verse 29. Fire and hell and famine and death. All these were created for vengeance. Verse 30. This is the point. Teeth of wild beasts and scorpions, serpents, and the sword punishing the wicked to destruction. Verse 31. They shall rejoice in his commandment, and they shall be ready upon earth when need is, and when their time is come, they shall not transgress his word.
So they're already here. All those things the brother mentioned, the teeth of wild beasts, scorpions, the sword, it's all here. And the scriptures in Ezekiel tell us the sword is sharpened and furbished. All right, so all these things are prepared. They just waiting for the green light from who? From the Most High Yahweh. Just like Yahushai. Yahushai is coming as the ultimate instrument of vengeance. And what is he waiting on? He's waiting on Yahweh's command.
Woo! That's it. And the prophecy has to play out, and then everything will commence.
And what the scriptures say that the day of vengeance is in Yahweh heart. So imagine how bad he's ready to come off the throne and come down here, because during the account when the Most High called him as that spirit of vengeance in ancient Egypt and said he left off the throne.
Left off the throne.
So if the day of vengeance is in his heart, how much more does he want to come down here and get shit cracking?
Yeah,
He's gonna, as a travailing woman.
He gonna shout. Yeah, he gonna like the Dragon Ball Z character.
I remember when, there was one Jake. It was an older Jake. He said he had a vision of Yahweh Shai. He said he was in the throne room, and he said that there was an hourglass in the throne room, and the sand was almost gone. And he said Yahweh Shai was in front of the throne in a 3-point stand. Oh shit! Oh, he's about to fucking like take off.
Let's go.
Like lightning.
St. Matthew chapter 24, verse 22. And except those days should be shortened, there shall no flesh be saved.
I remember you told me about
the
this.
Lord is allowing Esau to come with, the sword.
That's heavy.
And all of the Lord has to speed up the days, because why?
There shall no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened.
So it's only for the elect. If it wasn't for the elect being on this earth right now, the Lord would kill everybody.
Yeah, this shit would be
Everybody is
Mars.
destroyed.
And what's interesting about that is you got even people in the world saying that time seems like it's going faster.
Yeah,
it
You know,
is.
so that's coinciding with what the scriptures are
Most of
writing.
these dummies didn't even know that was in there until the prophets brought
Right.
it out.
And
The
you actually,
stupid pastor never brought it out.
And you can actually Google it, that the world is spinning faster.
On its
On
axis.
its
the
axis.
axis.
And that's
Who controls that? Esau don't control the earth's axis.
Exactly.
Yahweh Shema Shai does.
Yeah.
So it goes to show you that prophecies is falling into place.
Esau will destroy himself.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
the AI, so yeah, this man will destroy himself.
He's a
Damn.
damn demon.
Going
He's
back to
destroyed.
his mindset of his forefather Esau, he said, "What good is this gonna do me?" He said, "Fuck my descendants. I'm hungry. I don't care about that blessing. That's for my descendants."
Damn.
I want it now.
Hey, you know what?
And look at the Edomite.
Yeah. Good. Hey, man, that's crazy. That's how
He
the
fucked
devil-
up.
That's how that devil thinks. And that's also, it's in the same
Get your ass
chapter
out
of
of
Psalms. I believe it's Psalm 37 where it says that the wicked have spread itself like a green bay tree is going into the power of the wicked spread it. And then it also mentions that the sword is going to pass through his own heart. So the AI, the technology, the weapons, it's all going to come back on his stupid ass. And the Lord already planned it out. You know, the Lord gonna take him out with his own shit. You know, he's done.
The Lord gave him the sword, so it's
Yeah, because the Lord goes dueling is that pop it out. Wow, he's done. Out of there. Go ahead.
Yeah, that was
Got something?
Yeah.
I got something about hero.
Oh yeah. Going back to this devil Trump.
The devil himself. You know, the devil incarnates. Hey, but this is really the rise of Palpatine on some real shit though. And what did Palpatine do when he came to power? The first thing he went for was what? He took down the Jedi, made them seem as traitors. Like, I took these niggas down, they hunted down their traitors, slandered them, right? Then they hunted them to extinction.
Yeah.
And then the others, he said, if there is any out there, they're gonna be too afraid to reveal themselves. And then the next place he went to was Mandalore, because they had that Beskar armor and shit. He went there, bombed that shit to nothing, and took all that armor and that iron. That's when he going into these lands to get their resources, lithium, and then to take them out. And then the last but not least, the last thing he took out and dissolved permanently was the Senate.
Yep.
Gave himself ultimate power. So, and who's to say that this nigga won't disband the Senate, huh? They just had that power. That power, man.
Destroy Rome.
That's it. Rome must fall.
Yeah, and it's the spirit they coming out with Gladiator 2. Like Denzel character, like trying to destroy.
He said Rome must fall. Yeah, that's the spirit.
Yeah.
Go ahead, huh?
This is Revelation chapter 13, verse 10. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity.
All right, so this devil led the Israelites in particular. All right, and not only the Israelites, but the whole earth, all creation is in these fucking trees that's on this concrete right now, not in their natural habitat. They in captivity. The animals are literally in captivity. All right, but mainly the Israelites, the apple of the Most High's eye. He led us into captivity, so his ass is going into captivity.
He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the
Now,
sword.
it just doesn't pertain to Eve, in a sense, all the nations done us wrong and shit. He's just been the fucking head honcho nigga leading the charge. And even ye women folk, you fucking alphabet people, and you other clowns, and you fucking rat women too. You know, we already know that your men are fucking demons, BB. But you women, y'all been in the cut hiding, but y'all been seeping poison into the ear of our women and children and people. Because remember when you was in grade school, who was your main teacher when you was coming up as a small child? Wasn't it an ugly ass woman? And a lot of times, probably a fucking rat.
I had a small hat teacher, bro.
There it is, man. Yeah. So am like, oh, lying to you and shit.
Really feminizing us.
Yeah. Making, oh, you better love your mama. But what about the top of them? Top of them take the rest. See, these.
Yeah, I forgot what sport I was watching a couple of weeks ago. It was college football, and it was the star player of the game, and they put the camera on his parents, and his mom and his dad was sitting right next to each other, but all they could talk about was his mom. Like, look at his mom, she's been at every game this year, and the dad is right next to them. They didn't have shit to say about the dad.
Well, he can't be at every fucking game, probably work. Yeah, but the mama can be at every game, bitch ain't got a job.
Yeah,
Dad is a fucking breadwinner.
But for all we know, the dad might have been at every game.
Yeah, but they just
Queen of Heaven
fuck society, man.
Yeah.
Hey, but guess what? Daddy's home for you niggas. Trump up in there, you about to whoop everybody ass. But then the true father of it all is gonna come and whoop everybody ass, save for the elect.
Yep.
The elect been doing their homework, they've been getting straight A's, they cleaned up the house, they cool. The rest of you niggas is getting your ass thrown out, Jazzy Jeff style, and your ass whooped and kicked. Papa don't take no mess. Now this is the demographic of the people that voted against Trump. It says the top 3 demographics that voted against Trump: Nero, black women, 91%, ugly ass demons. And you wonder why the triple K niggas is gunning for your black asses. And you don't want your men to protect you, saying fuck them. Well, you gonna get fucked in the end by Eve. He gonna shoot your ass. That's what he gonna do. And it says, and guess what's next on the list? No. Jewish women. Amalek women, Amalekite women, 88% that voted against this demon. But ain't this nigga Trump bold? The state of the rats. Here in the goddamn states, you bitches against these dudes.
So that's a direct rebellion against their own men.
Against their own kind. Yeah. Goddamn. Y'all going against the laws of the Lord. But you don't even keep the laws, so bitch, why should I even? You already know what the laws say. You ain't supposed to say a goddamn thing. You have no power. And then the third demographic, I guess who it is. LGBTQ plus bullshit. People, 86%. But the damn nigga leading the way is the end of. So it goes to show you, this dude Trump gonna start gunning for all you enemies ahead.
He coming after.
Just like Palpatine went for the Jedi, then he went for the Mandalorians, then he went for the Senate. So he went for his enemies.
Yeah.
But he had to take the most dangerous one out first.
And this is a beautiful thing, because although, Trump is still an Edomite, he's the devil, he's the wicked, but the Lord is still, through him, showing his dislike for all these abominations.
Yeah.
For proud-ass women, for alphabet people. Those are all abominations.
Because you gotta remember, the Lord raised up Pharaoh to show his power. So you gotta remember, like, even when Abraham went into Egypt, he's thinking, these niggas are goddamn bug outs and demons. They don't believe in the Lord that I trusted. But then the king that was trying to take Sarah, he's like, why would you bring this great evil on us? Like, he believed in the Lord. Like, man. They all knew about the God who flooded the earth. So even though this dude Trump is a demon, they know about the God of Israel. They know about the God who flooded the earth.
Hey, like he said during that Joe Rogan podcast, he's like, you hear about the people coming from space? So I'm talking about the UFO.
Who's the only people preaching that?
You're right.
The Israelites.
In particular, though, Great Mills.
But what got me, bro, is his wording. He didn't say the aliens. He said the people coming from space.
Right. Not the aliens, the people.
Yeah, he said the people coming from space.
But even, out of all the Israelite camps, I don't think none of them camps go. They don't go into the chariots.
They don't go into the chariots. They don't go into spiritual powers. They don't touch on Leviathan. It's all about how to love your white brother.
Hey, and only reason
in the cookout.
one weak ass demon and shit. Fuck that. And it's crazy. Right before everything happened, Barakatah Yahweh Shemashah. Barakatah Yahweh Shemashah, because these ugly ass fools, these niggas, talking about only real men got one wife. Well, actually, Jakes that don't even know the truth, and they didn't vote for the niggas. Now they ain't getting no box, so they got divorced or whatever, and they had one. These dumb, stupid niggas. And some of them right off their son because they love that demon. So it goes to show you, nah, we was meant to have more than one.
What about our forefathers?
Yeah.
So our forefathers wasn't real men?
That's how you know these niggas are Americanized. You're clowns and may the Most High destroy you, and He will destroy you.
And that's why the Lord used that great topic to be so controversial, man. to pretty much shake up the world, man.
Yeah, for real. Yeah. God, so at the end of the day, Yahweh Shemashah reigns, man. The Almighty and His Son, not a goddamn clown in office. But the Lord is going to use that person in office to bring this place to its end.
Yeah.
Because the Lord controls the minds of the kings. And He turneth it whithersoever He will. And also, if you get out of line, fuck the damn elites and fearing them getting JFK'd and shit, you better fear the Almighty, because guess what He did to Nebuchadnezzar? Turn that nigga to a beast, and then restored the nigga to his throne. So that's power.
Hey, what did He do to Antiochus Epiphanes?
Oh man, this dude cried out for the Lord wanted to be a Jew. He wanted to be an Israelite. The Lord still, he's like, all right, nigga, I'm still gonna kill you though. Like that was great. I'm still gonna kill your ass. So it goes to show you the Lord ain't dealing with everybody. You know, it's funny. Many people prayed out. They prayed to put that demon in there. They prayed against the Jew. But guess what the Lord did? He still made His own decision. He was hearing the prayers of His people, the elect of His people. To put whoever will forward prophecy, Lord, put him in.
Because see, the Lord you people ignorantly call God, and even His Son, who you ignorantly call Jesus Christ, they're not who you thought they were. All right, and you never knew them. Your whole life growing up, you never knew their true character. You never knew what they like, what they dislike, their ways, and it shows it. It shows it because you people run around claiming to be Christians and I'm with God, but yet you are for all the stuff that they're against.
Yeah.
So your own work shows that you're not of them.
You're not of them. Yep. And that's a beautiful thing because a lot of these Christians was exposed that you don't believe in the Lord power that's in the Bible. There's a dude in the house, the speaker of the house, always comes out with the Bible, but y'all want to cast him the hell out. He's like, well, what do you think? Why do you think America's getting fucking judged by all these storms and fires and shit and goddamn trains derailing? Because the Lord is destroying this goddamn place. He did it to every empire that came before. Once they steered away from knowing the Almighty, He brought them to their end.
That's right.
A great cataclysm. Even His own people. When they steered off, when we went off, the Lord took us down, put us into captivity. And we in captivity now. But you dummies gonna go vote for the damn clowns that actually got you in slavery. They gonna get like you supposed to stand back and be like, nope, for God and God alone and His Son. That's our leader. That's our king.
That's right.
We don't need no goddamn president. But guess who was the president? Daniel. He was an Israelite, but he was a president in another nation's kingdom because he was the best choice. Why? Because he followed the Almighty and His Son. But that's what goes to show you. So at the end of the day, the leaders are going to be revealed to be the apostles and the elders and the brothers. When all hell breaks loose, everybody's going to be looking for us and looking for our answer, but we ain't going to give one. Say you do run into us in that day, the Lord's going to close, have our tongue cleave to the roof of our mouth so that we cannot reprove you damn people or even talk to you. We just going to walk right past your ass, man.
Who got a precept?
Psalms chapter 33, verse 8. Let all the earth fear the Lord. Let all the inhabitants of the world stand in awe of Him.
That's right. Hey, and all these people on the planet, they're getting ready to be in this estate. Why? Because the Lord is known by the judgments which He executes. And judgment is about to reign in this earth. And everything you people are fighting for, you people are fighting for death. Fighting for abortions, out fighting for LGBT people. You fighting for death culture.
Yep.
But yet, out of another mouth, you will say that you for God. Well, don't you know that God is against all that?
Yeah.
And He's going to destroy it?
And guess what? He's for aborting your ass.
Right.
He gonna abort you. He's gonna abort America. He don't want it no. It's like 6 trimesters and shit. He gonna get rid of this fucking place. It's the Lord's choice. Oh, but he's pro-life. He is pro-life for the elect, and the body that you inhabit is really is what the Lord gave you. You're borrowing your spirit, and since you ain't keeping to the ways of the Lord, it's His body, His choice. He gonna destroy your ass in your body. Go ahead, huh? You had some business?
Yeah.
Go ahead, huh?
Second Ezra, chapter 16, verse 70, down to the 73rd verse.
Oh, no, sick.
Say that.
Yeah.
All right.
Still got that.
I can say that.
That's what
Oh, damn.
Go ahead.
Nah, it's the same scripture. You got something?
You want me to bring some? Hey, in the kind of brotherhood, Isaiah 19, Adam. Isaiah 19, King. Now this is with the Elder Barak. Much love that, brother. Elder Barak sent out to our chat, and it goes into how Nero is just like this dude is Trump, really. That's what we believe. And it says Nero did the same thing when he became emperor. When Nero became emperor, he significantly changed Roman laws.
And isn't that what Trump
About to do? Yeah.
See?
So there it is. It says by ending secret trials. Woo! Hey, ain't the women offering their babies in the secret?
Yep.
Because I know you want to bring that shit to court, and we gonna see if it's even legal for you to do that shit, or just offering the nigga and shooting the nigga like in the old west or some shit.
Right.
No, you gotta bring that to the courts. Oh no, he's my baby dad. Can you prove that he's
Right, get that blood test.
Yeah. So you got to bring it out into the open. He said, no more secret shit. Bring it to like an open court case. So that's what we did in Israel. It'll be out in the open. The king would be at the gate. The prophets would be at the gate. Judgments and decrees would be in the midst of all the people in the agora, in the marketplace. So this dude Nero brought pretty much everything to the marketplace. Like, no, we gotta bring it out in the open. We can't do things in the secret no more. As this Stephen Trump was bringing out the JFK files, he brought out he brought out the chariot. He brought out he started the Space Force and shit. He brought out a lot of shit that niggas didn't know nothing about.
He backtracked on it, but he started talking about pedophile rings.
Oh yeah, going for him and shit.
Yeah, but now he didn't backtrack on that.
Yeah. But he pretty much brought a lot of shit to the forefront that niggas didn't know about, the trafficking rings and shit, you know? And then he said he was gonna clear the swamp or some shit like that. He said something like that. Drain the swamp or whatever. It says when Nero became emperor, he significantly changed Roman laws by ending secret trials, granting more independence to the Senate. So he's giving the power back to the states, right, over certain issues and situations. It says abolishing capital punishment. And so he abolished the capital punishment, but he bringing in more punishments under the guise of these different executive orders, draconian punishment. It says lowering taxes. That's they say you're gonna do.
He talking about doing away with taxes on overtime. You know, in general. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah, right.
It says, and allowing slaves to bring legal complaints against their masters. And so he kind of giving Jake and shit, you know? Yeah. Like pretty much the Jake man has been a slave to the woman this whole time. But now Jake is starting to get a chance to really like plead his cause. Plead his cause.
No, we're not Muslims. So I'm not
Talk about that
Right?
restaurant.
Yes, sir.
It's
My humble apologies, bro.
it's on the back side of the right next to the bank over there. Further down the street.
I can walk.
Yeah.
It says abolishing capital punishment and lowering, really abolishing the capital punishment, bro. Really, for a woman killing her baby, she should be held for murder.
Take the bean
See
pie.
how all that was, he put that off like, nah, it's gonna be this, that, and the third. It ain't gonna be quick, but it's gonna be. Remember he said well, he wanted to kill the migrants and shit. Like, niggas is here, we gonna kill them, shoot them. You know? He's like, really, I want him to leave, but he was killing their ass.
And who's to say, a quick point, that mass deportation plan, who's to say he's actually going to send them back?
Yeah, he might keep.
He might send them to an Elon Musk facility. Put brain chips in them.
Damn, for them to say. Yeah. It says, then he can track and trace the niggas. If they leave, he already don't know where they at. Eagle eye and shit.
Are you really for America?
Yeah. It says lowering taxes and allowing slaves to bring legal complaints against their masters, essentially creating a more lenient legal system compared to its predecessors. And see, he's gonna bring something different than fucking weak ass Biden and Obama.
Obama,
Even Bush. Even Bush, yeah. And then Daddy Bush too, and the weak ass Clinton too. It says this initially led to a perception of him as a generous and reasonable ruler.
Hey, this is the devil. You know, that's that deception. Because right now, a bunch of people cheering, thinking, you know, worshiping. I had a nigga, this was a straight nigga with cornrows. I seen him get out the car, put out a blunt. I seen a red hat. I was thinking, is that a MAGA hat? Nigga walked up looking at his phone with a MAGA hat on. He looked at me. He was like, that's what I'm talking about. He turned the phone. It's fucking Donald Trump. He watching Donald Trump's speech. This nigga is walking around watching Donald Trump's speech, talking about this is what we need. This is what we need. And I look at the nigga, I'm like, oh, really? That's what we need.
Hey, it's true. It is what we need to get rid of you niggas,
right.
Man.
So see, that's a prime example of how this man got people to see.
Hey, that's a nigga that's out of his mind.
Out of his fucking mind. A Charleston White type nigga. He probably listened to him.
Yeah, you already know he does.
But see, just the average person that voted for this devil is thinking that, you know, he's somehow gonna heal Babylon and make everything alright.
Hey, you got that dominant read on down to the cool.
Isaiah 19:1. The burden of Egypt. Behold.
Hey, this place is cursed. It said the burden of Egypt. The modern day Egypt represents bondage is America. All right, a burden is really a curse. Hey, burden with something. So this place is cursed with the vengeance of Yahweh.
Hey, and also you go into that word burden, it goes into prophecy.
See?
And it's there.
Hey, the prophecies is curses.
It's a burden to them, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, Kassad, you got the blue letter? Oh, Shaw, go into that word cool. Go ahead, Ak.
It says, Yahweh, Salak, the Lord rideth upon a swift cloud.
What's that swift cloud?
Beautiful, Jake is pulling up. Lord gonna pull up on you niggas just like that.
That swift cloud is a chariot, all right, what the world would call a so-called UFO. And then notice it said a swift cloud because the Lord is coming quick. Woo! All right, he gonna pop up just like that in the Middle East.
Just like
the so-called Middle East.
Yeah, just like Western right? Just like in Star Wars, the ships didn't have to ride like a fucking regular ship and shit. They just popped up. Yep, just there, fucking hyperspace. Boom, came out of hyperspace.
Remember that movie Eternals? Yeah. How the ship just appeared.
And remember with my man, our ship, which means name of the lion. Yeah. We already know who that is. I was trying. He said, and pretty much he's like, oh, you care for like the people of this world. He's like, I'm giving you time, but I will return with judgment.
That's right.
That's what the Lord gonna return. We ain't returning to shake hands and kiss babies and shit and eat toes like that nigga Biden and shit. He's here. He's coming to bring a sword against his enemies and to save the apple of his eye.
And with the brothers reading John the Revelator saw it, he said he saw heaven open. What's that? A wormhole. And a white horse.
Came through. Damn. He said the angels were descending and ascending on the Son of Man, which is spiritual because the Lord is gonna come in the Father ship. You're gonna have like the fighter ships going out to get the elect, and you're gonna have the elect getting beaten up. We're angels going up. There's gonna be angels coming out. So they are gonna be on the Son of Man. Like he gonna be the center piece in everything. You know, it's gonna be beautiful, man. He told Nathaniel that he's like, you will see greater things than that. You're gonna see the angels descending and ascending on the Son of Man.
And shall come into Egypt, and the idols of Egypt shall be moved at his presence.
Hey, Donald Trump is like an idol. Yeah. You damn people walking around. You think when Yahweh Shai comes, Donald Trump gonna be proud? No, that devil gonna be somewhere trembling
Yep.
in a bunker in fear.
Just like in Civil War. They say every fucking world leader, every nigga at the end is a damn clown and a coward at the end when the nigga gets found out.
Yep.
Cause they did it with that dude, the leader of Lebanon. Get his name. Gaddafi. You had Saddam and shit. They found a nigga looking like Santa Claus and shit. They found his ass. All these fucking world leaders, when they found a nigga at his last dying word, motherfuckers are damn cowards.
They're nothing but mere mortal men.
Yeah, just old ass crinkly demons and shit.
Yeah, but somehow these Babylonians, they think like these guys like Donald Trump, like they somehow got superpowers. Like they're a god, they're a demigod.
That's their savior.
They above a regular human. No, this devil probably couldn't run from here to across the street without falling out.
Yeah.
But this is the leader.
And the nigga's old too. You gotta remember, he's old. Alright? So he may die up in office. But if they don't gun for his ass first. But look into that.
Or even, Salaki, even worse, a fucking woman. You got people worshiping Kamala like she was some type of god.
He's a clown, man. Demon, man. Go ahead, huh?
It says, and the idols of Egypt shall be moved at his presence.
The idols,
And the heart.
the idols of America. From you, your money ain't gonna save you. At the time y'all was trying to rise, ain't gonna be actual cash money. It's gonna be an ugly ass credit score or some shit. Credit.
You see?
Your gun Esau ain't gonna save you. That's an idol. Your American dream ain't gonna save you. Trusting in Elon Musk and his brand new world, brave new world and shit ain't gonna save you.
Tesla robots ain't gonna be able to do shit. Baphomet, you know, the weird ass Hollywood bull, the Bohemian, that owl at the Bohemian Grove will be destroyed.
There was an actual owl at the Target by the spot me and Instacart to stay at. And I thought it was just one of the owls that niggas put on the roof. But it was a real owl fucking moving and shit. I was like, oh shit.
Damn.
It was just moving. I was like, that's a spirit, because the owl is known for wisdom. And also, owls can see in the dark. So pretty much, it's about to get real dark out here. The Lord gonna give us the eyes to see everything going on, man. Go ahead, Ak.
It says, and the heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst of it.
Damn, everything they thought was gonna happen with Trump and all this other bullshit, and where America could go in the golden age, Lord gonna end all that shit.
That's right.
He gonna end it like when they see your house, they gonna be through. When they see the men of the Lord power up, when they see civil war in this land, I mean, all that shit is gonna it's gonna be so horrible. They gonna be like, what else can happen? And boom, the Lord gonna pop up like, damn. Now you did like shouldn't have spoke like, there it is. Now the Lord comes. That's gonna be the last thing niggas is thinking about is the Lord showing up. And the very day the Lord arrives is gonna be the day that the missiles fly. And people don't want nuclear war. It's gonna end on the Lord's watch. He's gonna literally be here watching the missiles fly on your ass.
Talking about that forever.
Man, yep.
And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians.
Civil war, but the Lord has already done that. Salaki, they all against each other now.
Right.
All right, and this election just showed that. But how much more when things really amp up?
Yeah. Right. And that's the spirit, because the Lord is on his way, and they see that the chariot is coming fast, right, on the scope.
Right.
But then, like, jump back in time, like the Lord already arrived, shook everything up, and then it jumped back. How the Lord already put that evil spirit in the minds of the Egyptians to fight each other, so they can't see the Lord. Because see how cold the Lord is? He's like, I don't want niggas to know, to be watching that I'm coming. I want y'all niggas at each other's throat. Then I'm going to show up and show out. Go ahead, huh?
And they shall fight every one against his brother, and every one against his neighbor.
And even, you know, according to the prophecy in 2nd Ezra 15, you're going to have actual neighbors. Next door neighbors, you don't got to read it right now in school. Next door neighbors is going to be fighting against each other.
And that's going to be your worst enemy.
Yeah, and why are they going to be fighting against each other? Because of famine and great tribulation that's going to be taking place.
Lack of bread.
Pride.
Yep, pride. Yeah.
If I may add, because their neighbor is going to be your worst enemy because they know what you have. you guys talk among each other, you know? So they know exactly what you have in your garage. Hey, Scotty has, you know, water, you know, this, that. They know.
Hey,
And how do they know?
They know.
How do they know what each other's has?
Social
Because
media.
social media. But then like your actual next door neighbor, they so fucking proud. They'll fucking go next door and like boast about the shit they got.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man, I got a fucking AR in the garage. I just bought a new M16. I got 50 gallons of gas in the garage.
I got a generator.
Yeah,
just
being
in
proud.
case.
Like I'm prepared. I'm ready.
Yeah, they'll say that I got dry beats, I got this. They know, hey, we're going to Steven's house. We're going to Steven's house.
And then you stupid, ye women folk out there, you niggas have alienated yourselves against men, and we ain't gonna get no pussy, no box. But say you run to a nigga, and the nigga can save you, and he got food, he got a generator, but he voted for Trump. Then you gonna not go with the nigga? The nigga gonna leave your black ass out there, man. So, because it's gonna be like a bread. It said men gonna be afraid. How much more women folk out there?
Women.
It says, city against city.
Woo! That's going into the different counties, to the cities,
Thinking he
to the states. Go it up.
And kingdom against kingdom.
Now it's a melting pot of different nations of people here, and a lot of the people that are here hate America.
Yeah.
Though they benefited off the shit, eating the bread and shit, they hate this
Hey,
fucking
we
place.
went into those families too.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah. So and then they hate ye women folk over here because the women in their lands don't act like that. They know their place. Then they hate you American men for being so stupid and weak. You clowns can't even go to your own army. You need other people to fight in your fucking army, man. So when the Civil War break out, they just gonna join sides. They'll be like, hey, whatever side I want to be, that's the side I'm on. That's why in the Civil War movie, they're like, who's giving you orders? Like nobody's giving us orders. There's somebody in that house trying to kill us. We're trying to kill him. They trying to kill us. We're trying to kill him.
But whose side are you on?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. You're retarded.
It's gonna be complete chaos, and it's gonna get to the point where there is no side. It's just gonna be every man for
You're
themselves.
right. That's not. Yeah, survival.
That's the point. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I said city against city, kingdom against kingdom, neighbor against neighbor,
Chaos,
chaos, a brother against a brother, man. So it's gonna be beautiful.
Yeah.
It's gonna be wonderful.
And that's the old way. You're not thinking
You're
clearly.
not thinking clearly, man. Hey, we all been a bad.
Hey, Salaki, it was a movie called Crazy as Hell,
Oh, yeah.
and they had a bald-headed nigga playing
90s
Satan.
nigga.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah, Satan got mad
Dang.
because this other nigga didn't believe that he was actual Satan, and he stood up on the table. And he was like, chaos, chaos, chaos.
Niggas start bugging
Yeah,
out.
niggas started bugging out, fighting each other.
That's Satan.
Yeah.
Satan is a bald 90s nigga with an earring. That's it.
Damn.
He Michael Jordan and shit. You know? Goddamn with the suit on.
But you know that was the same nigga that played in Coming to America, the nigga with the
Oh,
Jerry
with the
curl.
Jerry
Yeah,
curl.
that was him.
What's the nigga's name in the movie? Daryl.
Yeah,
Daryl.
Daryl.
and shit. Oh, and then the person playing the Most High in the movie was Sinbad and shit.
Yep.
He's like the janitor and stuff.
He was the
He's
janitor.
telling the dude that Satan was telling him, like, bro, I'm Satan, like, I'm not lying to you. You see what I can do? He's like, nah, man, you ain't Satan. And it's like Sinbad was supposed to be playing the Most High, right? He's just a janitor. He's like, hey, man, when you got some time, man, I just want to talk to you. I need to talk to you. He's like, man, I ain't got no time. He never had time for the Lord. And then at the end, the stupid ass nigga was saying, I'm a good man. I'm a good man. Nigga was in hell. Nigga was nigga was pretty much like, nigga, you gonna die. I'm gonna bug you out. Like, you gonna be with Satan now. And the nigga kept saying,
What was it called?
Crazy
as hell. And the nigga kept saying he was a good man in his own fucking
I
mind.
like Sinbad.
But what makes you good though? You gotta do the will of the Lord. You gotta talk with the Lord, man.
Yep.
Lord gonna come talk with you. But niggas ain't never got time for the Lord. But then when they want time with the Lord, he ain't gonna have time for your clown ass. Go ahead up.
It says, and the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof, and I'll destroy the counsel thereof.
Ooh, so like the patriot spirit, that spirit of God, Jesus, any type of spirit you niggas was in to be gung ho or proud, is gonna be dead in that thing. You're gonna kill it.
Yep, he gonna destroy the council thereof. It ain't gonna be nothing the Senate or the government can do. Nothing nobody can do.
And that's why niggas bug out on social media, because that's their outlet to bug out and somebody help me. I need a fucking GoFundMe.
Ain't gonna be no comment board.
Ain't gonna be no internet
giving you advice. You can't go watch our videos.
Yeah, they gonna be bugging out like that demon in the house that ran to the wall and shit was crying like a fucking little baby and shit. The dude was, I'm recording this shit, so they
just so the police know.
This shit. Damn,
I was
fuck out. God damn. The one demon that was yelling, the fucking Edomite bitch, like, I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you.
Yeah,
Damn. And that nigga in the car was a demon, man.
Yeah.
This like demon. Go ahead, bitch, you famous now. You went viral. Go ahead,
It says, and they shall seek to the idols and to the charmers and to them that have familiar spirits.
They gonna try to, worship Satan and these demons, but not even with the understanding of this truth that those left-handed entities work for the Most High, and they gonna depart from you, devil.
I'm glad you said it. They gonna depart from you, and all you people that love ugly ass Beyonce, weak ass Cardi B, that nigga, Greg the Stallion, all these fucking clowns has been putting a fucking spell on you. Kamala, Trump, all that shit. They've been fucking witches and warlocks putting spells on you stupid niggas. Then the Lord gonna reveal the demons that has always been around your ass, and they gonna turn on you.
I'm glad you mentioned Beyonce, because a lot of these celebrities that do demonic sacrifices and rituals and practices, they've been deceived into thinking like they have some type of power, like they're above us regular people. But once those demons leave you gonna be in a worse state.
Yeah.
A bitch like Beyonce or Cardi B.
Yeah, they gonna be dead. Hey, like in 2020 when shit shut down, they was done. Right. They were fucking done. They were crying on the Taraji P and shit wanted to kill herself.
Yeah.
Bitch, you got all the money.
Cardi B was all depressed.
She said, save me, Joe, save me.
What you did in the industry, people ain't really your friend. Like, bitch, what are you talking about? Shut up.
You just showed your head, dumbass. So that's how we know you people are really stupid and under a spell. They showed you that they was nothing. That they could be fucking replaced. That they're expendable. But you niggas still crying after these niggas, man. And then even these leaders in these congregations, they ain't gonna save your black ass, great Latin ass, or whoever the fuck you are. They ain't gonna save your clown ass. Yeah, it is gonna be war, nigga. Y'all about to declare war on your black ass. Unless you repent, you and your punk ass toy soldiers, man. They ain't nothing. They through. They ain't gonna be able to go up against the crowd. They gonna gun you niggas down. They probably send a text to have some niggas in the congregation that went with trunks and shit.
Hey, because IUIC, they're in, like the brothers reading, they in the spirit of Egypt. They say the spirit of Egypt is gonna fail. They in the spirit of Egypt because they still push the vibration of Christ. They still push prosperity.
Go get married by the state,
brother.
And all that
all
bullshit.
this weird shit.
And it's great because the only ones that wasn't on the polls and shit was the Amalekite men and then the real men of the Lord. We didn't go for but every other demographic of dumbasses and assholes was on there. Or Asians for whoever the fuck, blacks for this shit, Hispanics for that shit. Esau obviously, and even a fucking Amalekite woman was up in that motherfucker, choosing they goddamn side. But you didn't see the Amalekite men in there in no demographic or no percentage. And you didn't see the real men of the Lord at all up in this. Go ahead, out.
You Christ is King niggas is gonna be through. All right, a part of the spirit of Egypt is Christianity and these false religions. At this point, ain't gonna be no fucking rapture. You're gonna find that out. Woo! Not for you.
Not for you.
The only rapture is the elect getting beamed up when the missiles hit. So once Yahweh Shai comes, there's gonna be no hope. It's gonna be the biggest I told you so. Everybody is gonna find out that they was wrong all along. Go ahead,
It says, and to them that have familiar spirits, and to the wizards.
Yeah, that sorcery and all that demonic. Yeah, the music, all that
ain't gonna help them cope and shit.
Yeah, you think a nigga gonna be rolling around, bumping whatever he bumping, trying to get pumped up? Like, yeah, nigga, I'm ready to ride. Nah, he's gonna be somewhere in the bushes, trembling,
Bugging out.
crying, shaking. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's an evident token right there to show you that they don't worship the Lord. That they, they're going to wizards, witches, Shaitan. See? Show you.
right.
That just shows you. That's a clear, evident token right there.
That's right.
It
To show
curses,
you that this world worships Satan, not the Lord. Yahweh Shem Yahushai.
it cursed be the man that trusted in man. You're
See
gonna
that?
find out why you ain't supposed to trust in man, and then especially the fucking enemy, the man of sin himself. You trusting in this guy. Whether you don't like Trump, you still trust in the nigga system that he created.
Yep.
Who the fuck is still at the top? Say you were to remove fucking Trump out the way. Who the fuck is still ruling? Esau, Edom. So
That's right.
stupid ass bitches, man. And even if you got that demon Kamala in there, what is she? Amalek.
Yeah.
She still work for the Amalekites.
Yeah, for brothers who didn't know, one of the brothers actually traced back her father's line, and I think her great-great-grandfather was a Ashkenazi Jew, so-called, that migrated to Jamaica.
Yep. Hey, so pretty
There
much
you go.
Ashkenaz means he was from Germany or was in Germany,
Right.
came to with the islands.
And all that does is validate Great Millstone's point when we say this walk of ours isn't about color. You have our simple ass people that'll look at Kamala, see she's a little melanated, and just believe the narrative.
She
that
black.
She's black. She don't got no kind of Israelite
No
DNA in
flavor
her
at all,
system, man.
bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Brother just brought back her lineage through her father's side, which is where you base your pedigree, pursuant to the scriptures.
And
Yeah,
then
no,
and then
she's
say,
an Amalekite.
say
Just like
her
Obama.
say her father
Right.
Same
was
thing.
was Elam or some shit. Well, you stupid motherfuckers, Elam don't consider themselves to be like you niggas, man. And plus, y'all are literally against Elam right now. Iran is Elam. So it goes to show you, like, they hate you people. They really do. Go ahead,
It says, and the Egyptians will I give over into the hand of a cruel lord and a fierce king.
And that's twofold. Ultimately, the cruel Lord is our Lord Yahushua, working in the minds of whatever, king or ruler is standing right now, all right? But then, Trump getting into office is going to be like a cruel Lord over this place with those draconian measures that he's coming with.
All right, here we go. This is civil war. Go ahead, huh?
It says, and a fierce king shall rule over them.
Now let's get that word. Was it fierce or cruel? Is it cruel Lord?
Fierce.
Fierce. Get that word fierce and then get cruel too. Go ahead, huh?
It says, and the Lord of hosts, and the waters shall fail from the sea.
Now what are waters known as? Currents. So hey, the currency gonna fail in this place, and we know what it's gonna lead to. The MOTB. That system being established and being pushed. Go ahead, huh?
It says, and the rivers shall be wasted and dried up, and they shall turn the rivers far away, and the brooks of defense shall be emptied and dried up. The reeds and flags shall wither. The paper reeds by the brooks, by the mouth of the brooks, and everything sown by the brooks shall wither.
Go back up to that scripture about the king, fierce king. Go ahead, huh?
Verse 4, and the Egyptians will I give over into the hand of a cruel lord.
Like the brother's been explaining this whole camp, the Egyptians is what? America. The Americans. What type of American are you? There's about to be civil war. Been talking about this. You see it right now just with this dude, the presidential-elect Trump getting in there, showing you the minds of the people. All that's left is the breakout of chaos. Chaos and chaos. Go ahead, huh?
You want me to bring it up? This is that word for cruelty. Kasha. Yep. It's the-
Quasha. Is it a Q? Quasha.
Quasha, and it means hard, cruel, severe, obstinate.
Hey, that's what he is to people that's trying to come into the country, people that's in the country, and people that's against it. You know he's gonna come from the top going down. And even people are talking about, is he gonna go against the Supreme Court that was trying to indict him, put him in jail? They talking all these things about what is he going to do when he literally gets in there. He says first day he gets in there, the biggest deportation in American history.
Yeah.
Just as the Assyrians of old did to the northern kingdom.
That's right.
When they was placed out of the land, they took them out of the northern parts of Israel and placed them in Assyria. And they placed who in there? Their own kind, mainly Hamites.
Hard, difficult, severe.
Hard, difficult, severe. That's what he's gonna make for you American people. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be severe.
Yep.
He ain't gonna really change nothing. He can't go against the plans and the will of the Heavenly Father.
Yep.
Through his son, Yahweh Shai, he can't go against those rules. Just as Pharaoh, his heart was hardened. While his people were suffering those plagues, it ain't changed nothing. Go ahead.
That's the spirit, because I was finna say, and it's already been hard. You know,
Yeah,
it's already been a lot
what
of
Biden
suffering.
put on the table,
Yeah.
it has not changed.
No,
what every previous president has put on the table, he's enacting it.
All he pretty much laid everything down. So when Trump gets in, all he does is make it happen. There is no gathering that he has to do and all this other shit. Everything's already laid down, man. The laws are in place, you know.
Everything is in place. The system is already set up.
Yep.
It's just the collapse of this fucking place. And that's why Putin, what did Putin say when he got the presidential elect? He said, now is the beginning of the NWO.
Yep.
It begins. They already got the bricks online.
It's already here.
It's here. It begins. The only last place that's been lollygagging around has been America, Babylon. China already got the blueprint set for the New World Order, the scanning, the infrared and all that.
Yep.
They got those systems in place.
It's here.
Everybody's ready for it.
Yep.
It's just the dollar has to crash and fall and turn into a digital system. Digital currency is already here in certain states. Wisconsin already got it. Certain businesses have it. Once things start opening up again after 2020, they had the QR fucking codes. You know, they can't even leave a tip no more. They already just take the tip out. You got the credit card, they already gonna take it out. And it's already there. So they just gonna start taking more and more money from you people. And they gonna start taking more and more jobs from you people. That's why the longshoremen was going crazy.
Yep.
And even with that decree from the president or whatever he's telling them to stop it, he said, man, he pretty much cursed the president out. Biden. He said, I ain't gonna listen to him. He can put a tariff on me. But hey, if this stops, America stops. All the shipping coming in is from outside sources. Go ahead,
Finishing up
more
on the
words
word.
on it?
There's just a few more.
Okay.
Fierce, intense, vehement.
Hey, it says intense, and the Lord describes Jacob's trouble as a time like never before.
Intense.
This time that we're approaching is going to be the most intense time that this planet has ever witnessed.
It's an intense experience.
Yep.
That's
And
what it's
it's
gonna be.
Centered around Jacob too.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know,
And then
the
Jacob's trouble is everybody's trouble.
Yep.
Go ahead,
That's Vehemently. Vehement. Stubborn, stiff.
Stubborn.
neck.
This guy is stubborn.
Like Egypt.
Even against his own allies in the EU. He said they gonna have to,
Yeah.
put more work in.
And see-
When he was last in there, and they were like, well, was it the leader of France? Was it Macron? He told him, like, you ain't got very many allies on the earth, and now that he's about to get back in there, if they ain't gunning for his head before he get in office, the world stage is different now than it was when he left. The Russians called this place out as enemies, hostile state. You got BB going crazy over there in our land, going against those people in Gaza Strip, and the nigga won't stop, because if he does, he gonna be held for war crimes.
Yep.
So he can't stop. The least of the flock gonna draw him out.
Can't stop. won't
Hey,
stop.
and notice one of those synonyms said stubborn, and it reminds me, in this passage is going into Egypt.
Yep.
It reminds us of Pharaoh, because the Lord, after each one of those plagues, the Lord just kept hardening his heart.
Yep.
All right, so it shows that the Lord is in control of these rulers. This is his show.
Yeah. Wait up. That was
That was that it
That's it
on
on
Isaiah
Isaiah.
19.
That was it on that.
Go to 2nd Ezra 16. Going back to the article the brother read earlier about the mass deportation agenda that Trump has. All right, and that could be guys for him coming after anybody speaking against his plan.
It's trouble.
So ultimately, it's going to come down to this. Start at verse 7.
Fine. 2nd Ezra, chapter 16, verse 70. For there shall be in every place
All right, in every place, everywhere.
Yep.
Because what's going to be going on during this time, the hour of temptation,
That's right.
where this devil finally makes his mark,
Yep.
which is that microchip mandatory.
Yo, and guess who's about to be on the cabinet with
See,
my man
Elon
Trump?
Musk, who's at the
Jefferson
forefront.
Davis.
Elon Musk is like at the forefront of the mark with his Neuralink.
Yep.
And he ain't the only one. It's just they fucking making him the face of the shit.
Right.
But it's
Yep.
already in China.
Yep.
Yeah.
They got they fucking manufacturing the tech and have it to the point where they want it for facial recognition, scanning.
Yep.
They Skynet is about to take over, man.
Yep.
They just one last push here in Babylon State. Starlink.
That's right.
Starlink, man. Like I said, when they start opening stuff back up, certain places was cashless. Before they weren't, or they wasn't even there no more. Now you got the damn QR code. You got cashless places that don't even take cash no more.
Yep.
Especially over there in Western Lake.
So it ain't,
Where the rats
yeah,
live.
it ain't no damn, this is a conspiracy theory no more. No, this is the truth.
It's
All that
fact.
bullshit from the sci-fi movies, no, it's right here. And the scripture said it first.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
And in the next cities, a great insurrection.
Meaning a violent uprising, synonymous with the word sedition.
That's right, man.
Go ahead.
Upon those that fear the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai.
Yeah, so all of these directives and orders that this devil is setting up is really to come after the prophets, the true men of the Lord.
Yeah, the
This-
DOD.
yeah, this is the persecution that's
Yeah.
coming.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Verse 71, they shall be like madmen, sparing none.
I wonder why. Why they gonna be mad, man? It means insane, crazy. Like the brother said, ain't a sci-fi film, but in a lot of these sci-fi films and shows, it's showing you what that chip in the brain is controlling your ass to do what they want you to do. Going back to the Clone Wars series, going back to the Clone Army. Yeah, like my man Obi-Wan told the dude in that bar, he said, I need to know where this comes from. He's talking about the planet Camino, right? He said, if droids could think, there'll be none of us here with it. But the clones are just humanoid droids. But they have an actual ability to think because they were cloned by an actual guy, a human. But they put an organic chip inside them to control them. Hence Order 66. And they just went and turned on their Jedi commanders.
Yep.
And the Jedi didn't sense it coming because they didn't have evil intent. It was just an order executed. That's it.
Yep.
The madmen spare none. They ain't gonna be able to stop
sparing
themselves.
nothing.
And then a dude came years ago to the camp, and he said, before boots on the ground, all the military personnel had to have it, so they can be tracked and traced.
He said he got 4.
Oh yeah. The Levite, but the Northern Kingdom came, Issachar, he said before he even go to basic training, he gotta get. That's when the brothers told him, don't go.
Yeah, they don't even tell you what you get.
They don't-
in the
they don't
military.
tell you, bro. And then they
do
got-
some shit called the peanut butter shot. It's
And then
like some thick shit that you know
Yep.
you don't even know the substance.
And then
of
they
it.
got secret fucking societies within the military, any goddamn way to
Yep.
get you to higher fucking levels, but it's all a military operation to have you get that chip. So you can't run away from the battle, you can't escape. They're gonna know where you are, they're gonna know who you are.
Yep.
But now they gotta push it on the populace, hence warp speed. Who gonna issue this out? If you get up in there, DJ Trump, gonna issue it out, man.
Yeah,
And even
that's
not, even if they take this clown out JFK, whatever, it's still on the table.
Yep.
They can set just they can set a damn AI robot up. Fucking
And like
Elmo
you
can
said,
be up in there.
Bernie-
It's still gonna fucking come in.
Bernie the purple
Still
dinosaur
coming,
be
yeah.
in there.
Barty gonna be up in there. It don't matter. It's on the books. It's on the table. It has to come to pass. It's a part of prophecy. Go ahead. Huh?
Gone. But still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord, Yahweh
That's
Bashem
that's where they
Yahushai.
mainly gonna.
Yeah, so a few different reasons. One, like I mentioned, the hour of temptation is going to be during this time. But then also, he's going to deem us, well, he already has deemed us enemies of the state. All right? He put that label sedition on us. We're speaking heresies against this government by preaching what? This gospel, this word, this truth.
Yep.
All right? So best believe he's going to come after the men of the Lord. But what does it say? Go ahead.
Gone. Verse 72. For they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses.
Because in order to live and function in this society, this new world order, you're going to have that microchip in order to buy or sell, to work, all right, to trade, to do anything, to live in a house, to own a car.
That's right.
You're going to have that chip. So for those, Lord willing, we're of the elect, we not taking that shit.
Yeah.
All right? And this devil is going to cast us out of his society, and we're going to have to just straight live off faith.
That's it.
All right? Just like our forefathers of old lived off faith
Just-
when persecution came upon them.
Hey, that's when the Lord gonna start working though, bro.
Yep, miracles.
That's when,
You know?
that's when the miracles are going to happen.
Exactly.
That's when the power is going to come. That's when he's going to lift up a standard. That's when it's going to get fun. That's when it's going to be real. That's when everybody's going to be on the same fucking playing field. That's when you're going to know, all right, who you believe. Who's who? Like, what type? You know? You got the what type of American going to be out there. What's going to be what type of believer are you? Who do you believe in? Who do you trust or who do you call him? It ain't going to be a day of Jesus Christ. We got people saying that, getting blown away. It's going to be Yahweh Ba Shemel Shai in that day.
And a lot of people about to find out they ain't got no faith, huh?
That's right. Read the next, let them read the next verse. Go ahead.
God, verse 73. Then shall they be known who are my chosen.
So at that moment, it's going to be known who the chosen of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai are.
The elect.
All right, it ain't going to be no more gimmicks, no more fan bases, you know, no more bullshit. It's just going to be you and your faith. Ain't going to be no more internet, no more fucking comment boards, no more doing shit for clout. It's just going to be you and your faith in Yahweh Ba Hashem Yahweh Shai. And the Lord is going to stand for his elect.
That's right.
And you may not be with anybody. You might be alone. You might be in a prison. You might be in a fucking interrogation room,
get put to death.
You don't have to tell him like my man told Denzel on Deja Vu. He said, I'm not here to coexist. I'm here to win. That's it. You gotta endure to the end. The saints shall be saved.
And the Lord might, like you just mentioned, the Lord might test you with a guillotine. This devil might say, you take this chip right now, denounce the name of Yahweh Ba Hashem Yahweh Shai, or I chop your head off. And that right there is going to be your test. That's going to be your faith with the Lord.
And I think it was Paul who said it somewhere in Romans. He went down, what shall separate us from the love of Yahweh?
Oh, that's Romans 8.
This is the literal manifestation of that happening. The Lord's gonna strip away your job, your woman, you know,
everything that's holding you
your
back.
kids, wherever the fuck it is, man. The Lord is gonna strip it all away, because this place is nothing but an altar of sacrifice anyway. Everything in here is gonna get burned.
Now,
man.
that's not to say, you know, the balance to it, of course, it's going to be believers with women and children, where the Lord delivers, they're going to be safe. But
Michael's going to stand up for them.
Right.
Those that are written in the book, it ain't just the men of the Lord, it's going to be their families, going to be women, children, helps of the prophets, the old that might believe, but they just old at this time, little children.
But think back on the examples of, Job, you know, when he was getting tested, had his whole family wiped out, all his kids. All right, that was a test of his faith. It was just him and the Lord.
Hey, really, all that matters is if you make it, man. That's it. As long as you should be focused on, man, Lord, Yahweh Shemel Shai, Baba Kasha, I can make it. You know what I'm saying? Fuck everything else, because at the end of the day, you know, none of it matters, man. You know, it's about if you make it past that hour of temptation and you know, Lord will get beamed up and you receive that crown of glory. That's what it's about, man.
That's right.
You know, and a lot of niggas is gonna die, man. And that's,
we gotta
that's
be blunt with it. We can't.
It ain't no easy way to say you gonna die, man.
And that goes without saying.
A lot of you niggas gonna get put to death, man.
And not just niggas, it's gonna be fucking everybody. Esau, the heathen that's in this land, the only ones that's gonna make it through is the elect.
That's it.
And even certain of the elect is gonna be beheaded. We already know the type of death we're gonna be. It ain't gonna be a death by firing squad or burn the fucking live or in a goddamn gas chamber and shit. You gonna behead it. You gonna be walking to that guillotine with your head in the machine.
And like we always mention, who's to say you gonna feel that pain? Who controls pain receptors? All right, who's to say you won't pick your head back up, put it on, and start prophesying? Hey, don't put nothing past the Lord. Nothing is too hard for the Lord.
That's right.
And they shall be tried as a gold in the fire.
See, that's the testing. It's all the test. This whole life we live in right now is just a simulation. It's not even fucking real. It's just a test.
The Matrix.
Go ahead.
Hear, O ye my beloved, said the Lord, Yahweh Ba Hashem Yahweh Shai.
You go into beloved is another, like a nickname for the elect, beloved. Even going back to David, Yahweh Da, beloved. All right, going back to the apple of the Lord's eye. At this time, it is the elect. Yeah, he loves all his people, but a lot of them got to get judged and get their ass whooped. But he's going to save the elect because he has to keep that promise that he made to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. That, no, your seed, your descendants is going to get into this land, And from a small one, going to become a great nation. Thousands, we're going to have so many of our people in the land, it's going to get to a point we're going to have to leave the planet and go to other worlds. What up?
That's it. Con.
Start from the top again, verse 74.
Verse 74. Hear, O ye my beloved, said the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Behold, the days of trouble are at hand.
Right? So we know we in the time of Jacob's trouble. We approaching this intense time like never seen before.
Yeah.
All right? So and we right here in it. Go ahead.
We're going to have to be here for it.
Yeah.
For the Lord to show his saving ability.
It's no way around it. It's only that one way through it. All right? Through our Lord Yahushai.
Just like an ass whooping that's waiting for you. You just rather get it over with than fucking run from it and avoid it. Or just do the right thing and not get the ass whooping. That's what you got to do. What up?
But I will deliver you from the same.
So that part right there, that comes down to your faith. You got to believe that. Whatever you go through, you know, because we might not all be together. Brothers going to be going through different things during that time. But whatever the Lord has you going through, you got to have faith that he's going to deliver you out of it.
Yeah.
And then nobody can have that faith for you.
And that's what it says, and the just shall live by faith.
Verse 75. Be ye not afraid, neither doubt.
There it is, that's the main point. Don't doubt. Don't be afraid. Like,
For the Most High
We've been talking
Yahweh.
about this. Don't be afraid when it happens. This is, Lord has got us in a simulation for what's to come. Battle war. If it's in your mind and it's just constantly going through your head, when it happens, you go, oh, this was written. It has to happen.
For the Most High Yahweh is your guide.
That's right. It's a scripture. What is it in Proverbs? It says something to the extent if you faint in the day of adversity, your strength is small.
Yeah.
All right. So all the things you've been doing up until this moment, the brother is reading about. If you faint, bow the knee, and end up taking that chip, it didn't matter.
Yeah, you threw at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah. What up?
Verse 76. And the guide of them who kept my commandments and precepts said, Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai power, let not your sins weigh you down.
That's it. Now you go into the word precept also means the rules.
Yep.
Keeping to the rules.
The doctrine.
The doctrine, the rules of the Lord.
Yep.
Not keeping the rules of this man, the rules of the Lord. Because it's going to come to a time we're going to have to separate from this madness. What up?
And let not your iniquities lift up themselves. Woe be unto them that are bound with their sins and covered with their iniquities.
Because they didn't take this time to repent. The open doors of repentance. That's how you cleanse yourself of the iniquity, by believing in what Yahushua did and his blood covering. What up?
Like as a field is covered over with bushes, and the path thereof covered with thorns, that no man may travel through. It is left undressed, and is cast into the fire to be consumed therewith.
And that's the unwanted.
2/3.
Yep, the 2/3. All right, they read that last part again. What's going to happen?
Verse 78. It is left undressed. It is cast into the fire to be consumed therewith.
It's of no use. It's of no good. It's producing no fruit. It's only left for the fire.
That's right. Right?
Oh, that was it.
That was it.
Yeah.
And so with that, if any brothers got closing words, so we're going to end it off, giving all praises, glory, and honor to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem HaKadosh.
double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that taught us this truth. Peace, salutation, and blessings and mercy to the Lord's elect scattered throughout the earth. Shalom.
DTA, Baba Ball.
DTN. That's right. Hey, we're gonna have to close out. Hey. Kwame Ashala.
Kwame Ashala.
Kwame Ashala.
Kwame Ashala.
Kwame Ashala.
Kwame Ashala.
Kwame
Kwame
Ashala.
Ashala.
Where were you
When the Israelites took over the planet.
Go ahead, Zach. I know what you want to do.
Hey man, hold on! You're gonna get this work!
Shalom.
Yeah! DTN.
That's right.